Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if we can get anyone in here. Let's just tweet this out. If anyone does turn up, I will be ready to rumble. Hello, hello, hello. Who have we got in here? You ready for the game? You ready for the big one? Leeds United versus Southampton kicking off any moment now. Let me just tweet this out. Who have we got in here? Hashtag. Yes, boys, who have we got in here? Let's get ready, boys. Let's get ready, boys. Ready to rumble. Just 10 minutes to go. We've seen the lineups. Of course, Mateusz Klich is not going to be playing. Neither is Robin Koch. They've both been granted early leave for international duties. So instead, we are going to be playing with Rodrigo in that midfield role. Not really holding midfield role, but midfield role just behind the striker. And he is deploying a 3-3-1. 3-3-3-1, which I believe is going to go back to our standard 4-5-1 when we have the ball, when we don't have the ball. The little switch around he likes to always do. Let me just get the game up now. What is it on? Is it on Sky Sports or is it on BT? I feel like it's on BT Sport. It's not on BT Sport. What's going on? What is going on? Leeds are going to lose. Mate, what are you talking about? Leeds are going to lose. We don't lose. We're securing that top half of the table finish today. Let me tell you that for a fact, Atomic Puppet. Alright? We're not like certain Uniteds. You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't lose to Leicester in our own backyard. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Lovely to see you here, Atomic Puppet. You ready for an absolute cracking game? Actually, I was at the gym. So I did miss out on one or two things. So let me just run through the latest Premier League scores that have gone down today. And for some reason, it's saying Fulham Man United is also starting at 6 o'clock. So, for you, Ward-Prowse is going to walk over your team. That's a funny one, mate, but it's not going to happen. I thought Man U Fulham was meant to be at 4. What's going on? Apparently it's at 6 now. Did Leeds lose to United? Oi, alright. We don't talk about what happened. We don't talk about what happened in that game. Alright? We don't talk about that game. The second game, however, I'm all ears. I'm all ears about that second game. That's what I'm saying. Hang on, is my mic working, by the way? Yeah, my mic is working. Puppet, you puff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not have any abuse here, guys. Come on, we're all friends here. We're all friends here. You know, Man U fans, Leeds fans, every fan. Come on. I'm trying to get the stream up. Does anyone know if it's on Sky Sports or if it's on BT Sport? Because Sky, like a bunch of frauds, are showing the Fulham Man. Oh, it is on Sky, but the Fulham Man United's on main event. Okay, all right, here we go. I thought that was a bit confusing. I will have an eye on the Fulham Man United game. If anyone's interested, I'll have an eye on all the games. What do you guys think the score's going to be? Fulham Man United, Leeds versus Southampton. What do you guys think the score's going to be? Also, oh, yeah, I don't want to be hearing that. Don't want to be hearing that at all. I do need to get this absolute fraudulent top off, though. I have just come back from the gym. That's why I am dressed like this. I'm not a knobhead. I have just come back from the gym. But boys, I want to see score predictions. Easy 4-0. Easy 4-0. I presume you're talking about Man U against Fulham there. But what about Leeds? What about Leeds versus Southampton? For me, that's an easy 4-0 as well. Southampton 3-0, mate. You're full of dosh. You said, what do you call them? Who are those frauds? Burnley. You said Burnley were going to beat us, mate. So I don't want to really hear it. Southampton 3-0. What a load of dosh. What a load of dosh. No, mate. Trust me. Trust me, we're winning. Let me see if I can get a dual stream up, actually. Let me see if I can get a nice dual stream. So I can get the other game on the go as well. That's always fine and dandy. I reckon you'll beat Fulham today. If you don't beat Fulham, then that is catastrophic, puppet, mate. And we're gonna have to have some words about it. That's all I'm gonna say. But what I will say is that we are gonna absolutely spank Southampton today. We're gonna tear them a new one. What shirt do I put on? Do I put on the RAPHINHA shirt? I wore this last time, actually. Did I wear this last time? It's a lucky shirt. RAPHINHA is going to have a stinker. Well, I've got the RAPHINHA shirt right here, mate. And let me tell you, he's not going to have a stinker. For that, I'm really tempted to wear it. But a shirt I haven't worn in a while, which I am going to have to deploy, is the Patrick Bamford shirt. The hat-trick Bamford shirt. The shirt of all shirts. And for me, it's going to have to be a hat-trick Bamford masterclass today. So get this shite off. And time to get the big boy shirt on. This is it. This is going to secure the 3 points. Let me tell you that for a fact. For a fact. Here we go. There's fans in the stadium. Oh, mate, you love to see it. You love to see it. There are fans in the stadium. This is what we're talking about. This is what football's all about. Do you know if Leeds fans are going to the ground City Centre after the West Brom match? Do I know if Leeds fans... Well, let me tell you, mate. Leeds fans are going to be in the stadium for the West Brom game. That is for sure. And me personally, I'm going up to Leeds. So I'm anticipating that there's going to be some drinks on the street. There's going to be people gathering outside the stadium after to show their appreciation. That's what I'm anticipating. So I will be going up to Ellen Road this Saturday to watch the game, possibly in a pub, and then possibly meet up outside the stadium. So I do think that there is going to be something going on either there or Millennium Square, because there usually is at the end of the season, Logan. Bamford is overrated. Well, overrated. You can't be overrated when you're getting 15 goals in a Premier League season. A Premier League season in which everyone said, this guy's got to be sold. He's not good enough. You're going to need to bring another number 9 in. Yeah? He's not going to cut it in the Premier League. He's not going to cut the mustard. Well, what has he done, mate? He's not only cut the mustard, he's sliced through it with a machete that is flaming hot. He's absolutely disintegrated the mustard. He didn't just cut it. Nice one, lad. Yep. Are you going to be there, Logan? Are you from Leeds, by the way? Because for me, I live in Manchester, so it's not very far away. Usually, from London, it's a flipping trek, let me tell you. But it's a trek worth making. I did it last year when we got promoted. The 8-hour round trip to Millennium Square. And I presume another thing again today. Here we go. We got the boys lining up. We have got the boys lining up indeed. Liam Cooper strolling onto the pitch. Let's have one last look at the Southampton lineup. They've got Teller and Adams up top. Of course, Che Adams. Yeah, coming up from Manchester. Oh, you live in Manchester as well, Logan? Oh, that's interesting. Not many Leeds fans in Manchester. Although, to be fair, there's a few more Leeds fans in Manchester than there are in London. Someone's not happy because they've just unliked the stream. So whoever that is, if you could tell me why. If you think I'm a cunt, to be honest, you're probably right. I probably am a cunt. So that's probably why. Yeah, not too many Leeds fans in Manchester at all. To be honest, I wear my Leeds shirt around and I get the dirtiest looks, let me tell you. I get some absolute rotter looks. Oldham, Saddleworth. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's down somewhat close. I live in Longsight, so near Central. Martial, the GOAT. Wow, that's come on, the guy hasn't been that good this season. Let's be real here. he's been a bit hot and cold, if you ask me. If you ask me, I think he should be sold. I think for me, he's not clinical enough to be a striker. I don't think he's got the trickery really for the wing. I don't think he's got the consistency you need to challenge for the title for me. Is Martial starting for you lot? Let's have a little look. Martial ain't even playing, geezer. I think he's injured, actually. I heard somewhere that he's injured. I don't know how right that is. Can you tell me about Martial? Is he injured? Is he... Got dirty looks around my area when I had my Dallas shirt on when they backed 2 against City. Oh, mate, I need to get Dallas on my shirt next year, let me tell you. Let me tell you, I need Dallas on my shirt next year. He's definitely going to go on one of the 3. I've got RAPHINHA, BAMFORD, and... Who else? Klitsch this year. RAPHINHA, BAMFORD, Klitsch this year. Last year, I got BIELSA and Costa. That's right. That BIELSA shirt is vintage. He is injured. Yeah. I thought so. How has he been this year? Because I've heard a lot of mixed reviews from Man U fans about him, to be honest. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about Anthony Martial. But yeah, let me tell you, Logan. Dallas is definitely going on one of the shirt. He's earned it. El Loco, mate. Mate, this was the best prediction. This could have gone very, very sour. But this shirt here, this shirt was... It was risking getting abuse if we didn't go up. But it was 2020, the year that we were getting promoted. And I thought, who's the best asset at the club? Who is the king of the club? And of course, it is the main man, BIELSA 2020. He did the business. Mate, this shirt needs to get framed. I need to frame this shirt. It's a bit worse for wear because I have worn it so much. But this shirt definitely needs to get framed. I got a Phil Jones shirt. Well, I mean, BIELSA, Phil Jones, you know, two fellas clearly cut from the same cloth. A fucking Phil Jones shirt, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, how many times have I seen that shirt at Bell? That is right, Morgan Williams, a guy I know from London. When Leeds got promoted, mate, I was rocking that BIELSA 20 shirt all over the pub, let me tell you. What a day. We are kicked off here. I do need to... Oh, I haven't started the timer. I am a massive fraud. Anyone wants to slap me up, be sure to do so. I've absolutely muddied this one up. I've absolutely shafted it. Oh, mate, I'm actually about as useless as a limp dick right now. Oh, this is poor. This is a poor performance, James. As Alioski heads the ball across. How good does that look to have fans in the stadium, by the way? How good does that look? How satisfying is that? How satisfying is that? The timer is going. It's not on the screen right now. I will get it up there. And there we go. There we go, boys. 15 seconds on the clock. You know what? I'm going to pause it so it's a minute behind. Oh, shit. Alright. It is exactly 1 minute behind the time. 1 minute behind the time of the game. Burn that shirt. Burn that shirt. Who do you think you're talking to, mate? The shirt of the god. BIELSA. El Loco. The king. The ball is whipped in from Southampton here. This is looking dangerous. Beautifully cleared away there. And ain't no way in hell I'm burning that shirt, puppet, mate. Ain't no way in hell. That guy... Oh, mate, you wish you had BIELSA. That's all I'm saying. You wish you had a guy like BIELSA. Are there fans in all the games this week? Are there fans in all the games? I certainly hope there are. Oh, flipping hell, man. What a save. What a save. We've got a work cut out for us today. Kiko Casilla in net. Finally in goal. This guy really, he gives me nightmares, man. He gives me nightmares. He doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence at all, that Kiko Casilla geezer. He does not. I mean, he's part of a beautiful song with Pablo Hernandez, that's for damn sure. But aside from that, he does fill me with a lot of nerves. As Ward-Prowse gets another early corner here. Ward-Prowse steps over it. flings his left arm in the air, whips it in. It's a very high floated one. Vestergaard flicks it on, but a lovely clearance from Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips, a player that every top 6 club wants right now. Man United fan we see in here, you'd be dying for Calvin Phillips in that midfield role. Leicester City even, and Didi Who, nowhere near Calvin Phillips' level. Calvin Phillips, absolute creme de la creme. You know what, Atomic? We were speaking the other day about the best youngsters in the Prem, under 21. I can't believe I didn't mention Ferran Torres, because Ward-Prowse rips a shot and it's just saved by Kiko Casilla. Ferran Torres, what a player he is, by the way. What an absolute gem of a player. Absolutely masterful player. As the ball's played out to Ayling here. Ayling on the attack, sprays it out to Dallas. That's some lovely build-up play there. Not quite getting a foothold in the game so far. Southampton are pressurising us a lot. They're applying a hell of a lot of pressure. But it's there for us, you know. We just got to relax again, just like Burnley. For some reason, we seem to be starting these games a bit slower. A bit slower, a bit more lethargic, a bit more tactically astute. I don't know what McCarthy's doing there. Their goalkeeper, he's just shanked it off the pitch. I don't know what the hell he's doing there. But we have a good chance here. Bamford on the ball. Throws it to Dallas. A throw-in in a very, very promising area here. Very promising area. Gives it to Calvin Phillips with the 1-2. And that's shoddy. That's poor. That's poor. He's absolutely wasted that there. Absolutely wasted it. Absolute heap of fraudulence. What? My sister's just texted me saying, why are we wearing the home kit if we're playing away? Absolute, because the kits don't clash. It's a funny thing, isn't it? These 3 kits. We barely wear the 3 kits. Like, do they need to? I mean, it's just a money thing at the end of the day, isn't it? That's close. What a save by Kiko Casilla. What a save. It's just a money thing at the end of the day with those 3 kits, isn't it? It's just a money grab. Because you don't wear the 3 kits that much. 2 kits should do the job. I mean, I love them. They're all beautiful. So I'm more than happy to buy them. Because I'm very happy at the way the club is. That is offside by Teller anyway. So the fact they're going to get a corner from that is very, very lucky. Che Adams has slotted him through there. Liam Cooper's led him wayside. And again, who is there? Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips is so good. He's so underrated, man. He's so good. He's not underrated by Leeds fans, but by every single other Premier League fan. Calvin Phillips is so underrated. The work he does for the team, the work he does on and off the ball is just... Oh, mate, it's unparamounted how good he is. It's unparamounted. Rodrigo here flings it on to Bamford. Bamford's in there. And the referee's called it. The referee has called it. What are you guys thinking of this game so far? What do you guys think so far in the first 5 minutes? Are you seeing enough from us to show that we can get the win, that we can do the business? Or are we looking a bit slow and sloppy for you guys? On the ball, that's a very poor touch by Ayling again there. We're really inviting pressure on us today. And again, they've ripped a long shot. They really don't rate Kiko Casilla, do they, Southampton? They're ripping shots at net every single opportunity they can. They do not rate him one bit. They do not rate him one bit. Just, again, Teller gets the ball here in the midfield. Dodgy touch by Ayling there. Gives it straight to him. And he just blasts it over the ball. Blasts it over. What do you guys think about Rodrigo starting in the midfield role? Do you think he's done enough to start up front? And have Tyler Roberts in that midfield role? Obviously, I think Klitsch would have played there because he's been very impressive as Armstrong absolutely tears us a new one. Comes into the box with Theo Walcott here. Theo Walcott's dancing around, gives it back to Armstrong. Armstrong playing around with the ball at the edge of the box, and we've dealt with that. We've dealt with that cool, calm, collectively. But what do you think? Do you think he's done enough to get in ahead of Bamford? A lot of people do. A lot of people don't rate Bamford. I mean, a lot of people are saying... you know, he could be on his way out. You know, Bielsa looks like he's not really rating him so much. It looks like, you know, he's been getting taken off more and more earlier on in games which he wouldn't usually be taken off in. So do you think that Bamford could possibly be pushed out for Rodrigo? Or do you agree with the fact that Rodrigo's playing in that midfield role instead of Tyler Roberts? Because, of course, like I say, I think Klitsch would have started there if Klitsch wasn't going for the early international duty, which he's obviously been sent for. So it's interesting to see whether you think Rodrigo would have started above Bamford if Klitsch was in that midfield role. Here we go. Southampton on the attack again, though. This is not looking good. Beautiful challenge by Alioski. Alioski's been probably one of our best performers in this opening 7 minutes here. He's been really tenacious. He's been in their face. And he's been marshalling Walcott out well. People have been struggling to get past him. How beautiful does Bielsa look in that training top, though? Oh, what a beautiful man. What a beautiful man. Absolutely orgasmic. Absolutely world class. Here we go. Teller on the ball again, though. Teller's really terrorising us, you could say. As he gives it out to Che. Gives it out. Armstrong now. Beautiful challenge by Calvin Phillips. That's what I'm talking about. Counter-attack season. What a ball. Go on, Bamf. Go on, my son. Ah, he's done up by Dale Stephens there. Really done up. Ah, lucky boys. That's more like it, though. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, boys. Can I fix the lighting? How's the lighting looking, guys? Is it looking good? Is it looking decent? Is it looking decent? Looking decent? Here we go. Got Calvin Phillips now. Plays it back. Llorente on the ball now. Come on. Come on, my son. Go on, my son. Spray it out wide. Spray it out right. Here we go. Ayling. Stretch those legs, baby. Stretch those legs, baby. Come on. Oh, what's that early cross? He just whipped it straight into the first man again. This is sloppy. Again with the early crosses. We did them a lot against Brighton. Last week, we did quite a few of them, to be fair. We were clinical with the chances we did get later on. But earlier on in the game, we were just, again, displaying a lot of these early crosses, hitting it straight into the first man. But we're growing into the game. We're growing in a bit of passion, a bit of soul, a bit of aggression in our play now, which was lacking a bit before. It's looking good. It's looking good. Che Adams now getting less and less involved. Teller, less and less involved. Calvin Phillips, less and more involved. Getting them less and less involved is Calvin Phillips. It's looking promising. It is looking promising indeed. How are you guys seeing this game right now? I know we've got 2 drillers in here. Don't know who you are. Possibly Atomic Puppet and Logan. Shout out to those 2, by the way, if either of you 2 are still here. 2 absolute legends of the channel. Legends of the stream. As Southampton have a corner here. Not a corner, a free kick from an area which is very dangerous, nearish to a corner. Ward-Prowse steps over it, whips his left arm up, whips it in again. It's a lovely ball in and a lovely header clear from Phillips, and I don't know who that is. Armstrong has just absolutely blazed it over the bar there. It's absolutely rocketed that. Steven Gerrard style. Just cruised over the bar there. 10 minutes on the clock. Gone, like I said, with the timer, it is exactly 1 minute behind. So if you are syncing it up, if you do want to know what the time is, just add a minute onto that time you see on your screen, and that is the minute. That is the time I'm seeing on my screen right now from watching the Sky Sports coverage. How are you guys feeling about Kiko Casilla as well? What are you guys telling me about Kiko Casilla? He doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence, I'll tell you that much. Is he filling you with confidence? I just feel like there's always a mistake to come from him. I felt that a bit early on with Meslier, but I feel like Meslier, he's really improved a lot more. He's looked a bit more assured, he's looked a lot calmer, a lot more confidence. And if there's one thing Kiko Casilla is not, it's calm. He is the antithesis of calm. The absolute antithesis. As Dale Stephens now on the ball, storming forward. But they can't get past the first man. They cannot get past the first press. This is beautiful defending by Leeds. It looks like Calvin Phillips been given a lot more license to roam forward as well. Look at that. He's starting the pressing from the front. Look at this. Calvin Phillips is everywhere today. He's definitely been given more of a license to roam forward here. He's starting the pressing from the front. And now he's back holding in the midfield role. He's doing a lot of work there. He's stuck to Ward-Prowse like a glove on a very, very big hand. A glove full of Vaseline, some might say. Here you go. This is dangerous, though. Teller is on the outside of the box. Takes it past Jack Harrison and whips it in. And it's a lovely clearance by Liam Cooper there. Super duper Liam Cooper. Captain Coops. Another player who's been in and out of the side. Liam Cooper. Another player who people don't necessarily rate. People, you know, they like to get on his back. But if you look statistically, he's played very well this year. He is, of course, taking the place of Virgil van Strijk. Virgil van Strijk, who I feel has had a stellar season. For the youngster to come in and do the things he's done. Wow, what a year he's had. And I feel like this is how you play it. You give Cooper one game every few games. I think you do need to play Virgil van Strijk and Llorente most games, because I feel like that's our most dominant partnership. But Liam Cooper does have a role to play in this side still. Of course he does. Of course he does. Luke Ayling now on the ball. Plays it to Llorente. Gives it to the man I was just talking about, Liam Cooper. Like I say, I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say about Liam Cooper. Do you guys rate him? Do you guys rate him? Luke Ayling now on the ball. This is a bit passive from Leeds. A bit 1-2. A bit more playing it around the back here. Not quite getting the ball up as much as we'd have liked here. We do have a free kick though. Chance to push the men forward. Push the army forward. And it's sprayed over beautifully to the left to Jack Harrison here. Here we go. Whips it in early. And that's close. That's more like it. The early crosses. This is what Jack Harrison is getting a lot more involved into his game now. He's getting the early crosses, but they're not hitting the first man. He's curling it in. They're going low. They're going with pace, and they're dipping. So it's going forward and arcing back in to the run of the striker. Beautiful crosses he's displayed over the past few weeks. And that is where we can hit them strong. If we hit them on the counter-attack quickly and we get those crosses in nice and early to either a Rodrigo or Bamford, because of course we have two people now. Although Tyler Roberts and Mateusz Klitsch are great in that midfield role, they don't make the off-the-ball runs that both Rodrigo and Bamford make. So with those two in the area now, you have more options for the crosses, more people to hit, more targets to aim for. And I feel like what we could have is Patrick Bamford running forward, distracting the defender, and then a nice early cross which arcs back into the run of Rodrigo. I feel like that could be a very useful tactic to deploy. You know, really take advantage of having both Rodrigo and Bamford in that position there. As Dallas takes the corner now. Surprising Dallas is taking it and not Calvin or RAPHINHA. But he whips it in. And it's a very poor whip. But RAPHINHA rips one. It comes out to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison on his right foot. Cuts it back to his left. Still has the ball there. And he loses out. That's too sloppy there. He's won the ball again, has he? Or has he sided him down? No, he's absolutely slashed down Gineppo there. Junior Gineppo in absolute agony. He's just chopped him down there. He's just topped him down. And Man United have scored in the other game. Who was it? When was the goal? It looks like it's happened just now, to be honest. It looks like a goal has just gone in the Man United Fulham game. It is 1-0 in that game. Leeds can take a leaf out of that book and go 1-0 up themselves. I'm sure Atomic Puppet is probably spaffing in his own chest right now in excitement. Come on, Leeds. Let's get a goal ourselves. Our rivals have taken the initiative and taken an early lead. And Atomic Puppet, he's laughing, so he knows he absolutely is. He knows it's absolutely going crazy right now. Probably climaxing all over the gaff. I haven't quite got the update to tell me who has scored. Currently in the Leeds game, it is the 15th minute. Gineppo lying on the floor. Hopefully we can score soon. I don't know who it is. If I was going to take a guess, I would say it was probably Cavani who scored for them. Probably Cavani. Seems about right. Seems about Ian right. And for us, I feel like it's going to be Rodrigo. I said it before. I said the early cross. I feel like Rodrigo could get in there. And it was Cavani. It was Cavani. What a guess. Mate, Mystic Mac. What did I tell you? I called Cavani just like I called Rodrigo. And it's only a matter of time before Rodrigo Moreno gets himself his early goal and puts Leeds 1-0 to the good. I'm telling you, I'm feeling very confident in a 4-0. Another absolute crushing victory. I feel like we're in a very good momentum of form, and we finished off last season very well, and there's no reason why we can't finish off this season equally as well. So I feel like today, a 4-0 crushing victory for Leeds is what's on the cards. It's what's on the cards exactly, and I feel like Rodrigo is going to get the goal. Cavani, best striker in the league. Well, I mean, he's good. He's very good. We could have got him ourselves. He is a very good striker, but is he Rodrigo? I'm not so sure, mate. I think Rodrigo is just a bit ahead of me. Southampton winner, says Denang 2819121294. I don't know what you mean by winner. It's very early. And hold on a second here. Walcott's come through. Walcott's on the ball. He's crossed it in. And it's cleared away there. I thought Southampton had scored there. You're making me absolutely shit bricks, Denang. What's going on here? No, there is no... I mean, hey, man. So far, Southampton have looked dangerous. Martial is better than Rodrigo, and that is absolute dosh, mate. Martial, he's injured right now, but he would not start over Rodrigo. He hasn't got the movement of Rodrigo. He hasn't got the class. He hasn't got the flair. He hasn't got the composure of Rodrigo. Sure, on the ball, he's a bit more skillful. He's a bit quicker. He's a bit more dynamic in his play, but he hasn't got the flair. He hasn't got the composure. He hasn't got the charisma of a Rodrigo Moreno. As Southampton, yet again on the attack, they're really causing us a lot of problems today, Southampton. So far, you know, we've hit them on the counter a couple of times, but they have probably been pressurising us a lot more. Like I say, they haven't quite put the skinny jeans pressure on, you know, they haven't quite got that. But right now, I'd say they're probably, you know, it's like a semi in a pair of jeans right now. That's the kind of pressure they're putting us on. And it's a lovely ball by Jack Harrison. Unfortunately, it's defended and cleared away. Mate, I can't believe what I've just read there. Martial better than Rodrigo. Gonna pretend I didn't read that. As Luke Ayling rips a shot off. And Denang, I presume you're a Southampton fan. Lovely to have all fans of all channels here, like I say. This is a football channel. It's about the beautiful game. It's all about the beautiful game. Of course, I'm a Leeds fan, a very passionate Leeds fan. So I will have a little bit of incentive to watch Leeds games and to do that. But I love all things football. I'm very interested in everything in the Premier League. And Southampton, I've got to give you credit right now. You are pressing well. You are causing us a lot of problems. And you Southampton, this is probably one of the best performances I've seen against Leeds in the opening 18 minutes. From a team that probably wasn't one of the top 6 teams that absolutely carved us open. Southampton are playing very, very well. They are playing very well indeed. Whether it will be good enough to get the win, I highly doubt it because Leeds are growing into the game. And although Southampton have had a lot of pressure, I feel like defensively we are managing to deal with them a lot better now. But what are you guys thinking? Are you guys getting scared right now if you're a Leeds fan? Are you growing in confidence if you're a Southampton fan? Who do you think is going to be the man for you? I gotta say right now, Walker Peters has looked quite dangerous down that wing. So has... I always mispronounce his name. Let me get the spelling of his name because I always mispronounce it. Taya has been very, very dangerous today. Taya is, if anything is going to come from Southampton, I feel like it will be from Taya or Walker Peters because those two have been linking up very well, if you ask me. But Calvin Phillips has been dealing with them. And Calvin Phillips, this is why we're probably exposed a bit more defensively here, is because Calvin Phillips is running forward so much. He's really igniting the press from the front at times there. It's clear to see that Bielsa's given him some instructions to move forward. And do you guys rate Calvin Phillips in this role? Do you think he's got what it takes to start the pressing from the front? Do you like it when Bielsa gives him a bit more initiative to go forward? Of course, we saw Gareth Southgate kind of play him in a number 8 role for England. And it's kind of a similar thing. It gives him more license of creativity and attacking play. Do you rate Calvin in this role? Or do you prefer him just sitting and shielding the defensive 4? Because for me, I feel like he does well pressing from the front. Like I say, on the ball offensively, I feel like he lacks that just inch sharpness of pace. The little inch of change of pace to really be like a creative attacking midfielder. But in a box-to-box role, he's got the tenacity and he's definitely got the engine for it. And today, he's been very, very, very good. Defensively as well, he's up and down the pitch. He's making vital interceptions, vital challenges, vital blocks. What are you guys telling me? We've got 6 of you in here. Who have we got? We've got Southampton fans, Leeds fans. Who have we got in here? And what do you think of the game so far? What do you think of the score? I've already made it clear. I feel another 4-0 coming. I feel us just slowly defeating them mentally. I feel like Southampton have come into this game with a lot of confidence and they really want to upset the apple cart here and get a good victory. But the longer the game's going on, the more we're growing in confidence and the flatter they're looking. And look at that, Calvin Phillips again, starting the press from the front. That is beautiful. That is beautiful work rate from Calvin Phillips. That is beautiful positioning from Calvin Phillips. He's playing quality today, man. He is playing quality. 21st minute on the clock, like I say. Southampton now on the attack again. This is what you got to watch out for. The 1-2s, the quick 1-2s with the midfield runners. That is what's going to cause us the most problems with the man-to-man marking system. But here we go. This is very end-to-end now. RAPHINHA, I want to see a bit more from him. I do want to see a bit more from Raphinha. Raphinha, he's played well. He has played well, but he's not looked sharp enough for me right now. I want to see a bit more from him. Jack Harrison's probably been the better performer out of the two. Oh, lovely play by Jack again, man. Lovely play. Rodrigo here outside of the area. Plays it in. Oh, inches. A little bit more faint on that ball. And Dallas was in there like swimwear, like a pedo in Speedos. That was close. That was close. You'll know it was close. Inches, Jezza. Inches, Jezza. This is looking good. This is looking good. Let's have a look at some of the other games of the day. Still 1-0 in the other fixture of the game. I'm pretty sure it was meant to be 4 o'clock. Does anyone know if the Man U Fulham game got delayed because of some reason? Maybe another Glazer out protest or something. Because I'm pretty sure that was meant to be 4 o'clock. And for some reason it's 6 o'clock. The same time as this game. I'm confused as to why that is. But nonetheless, more live football for me because I would have missed it because I was at the gym. And I'm very interested to know what's going on in the table. Of course, that top 4 race is very, very exciting. But not as exciting as the top 10 race. If we win today, we're guaranteed the top half of the finished table. Here we go. It's whipped in. It's Stuart Dallas! Oh, he's ripped a shot wide. You need to be better than that, son, there. It's a beautiful header back across by Raphinha there. It's a long cross here. Jack Harrison with the crossfield ball. Raphinha heads it across. Really opens up the space. Lovely control by Dallas on his chest. Chests it down onto his left foot. And he just gets too much connection on it. Kicks through the ball a bit too much follow through on his kick. And... oh, mate, that was close. You've got to be getting that on target there. Lovely play. That's what we can do. It's about spreading it wide and then spreading it across it again. It really just pulls defenders out of the way. That was lovely play there. That was really, really exciting play there. Really good. And this is what I mean about Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison, man, what a player he is. I mean, as the game's gone on, as the season's grown on, he's just got better and better and better and more consistent and more consistent. And here we go. Raphinha now. Raphinha's in. Ah, too much weight on the ball. This is it. This is it. Come on. Vamos, Leeds, carajo. Come on. This is it. This is what I'm talking about, boys. This is what I'm talking about. We are in there like swimwear. It's only a matter of time before we get that opening goal. Before we break the deadlock. Before we smash that deadlock open with a pickaxe. And potentially a shovel and a hammer. Any kind of metallic object we can get to just ram through that deadlock and absolutely smash it into smithereens. Southampton do look dangerous though. We do have to be wary of them on the counter-attack. Because like I said, they do look very, very dangerous through Teller. And Armstrong's on the ball now. But lovely play. Defensively, the whole team's putting in a shift here. Rodrigo. I've seen Rodrigo come back and offer so much defensively this game. Usually I thought, you know what, his engine, I don't know if it's there. I don't know if he's quite got the fitness to do what he's doing now. But today, Rodrigo, eat your heart out. It's been a very, very good performance from him right now. Very, very good performance in that midfield role. Very different to the performance he displays up front. He shows a lot more work rate. And a lot more dynamic movement in his positions, playing in that midfield role. And it's been a very good performance from him so far, off the ball. On the ball, he hasn't had enough to really show his magic so far. But it will come, the spaces will come. We're starting to open up the spaces a lot more now as we attack. We're starting to spread them out wider. We're starting to create an option for the on-running player where we have the front men, i.e. BAMFORD, maybe Harrison, maybe Raphinha, dragging their defenders out of position. And then there's a lot of space in between, behind them, that is being opened up for Dallas, it's being opened up for Rodrigo, and it's being opened up for Calvin Phillips. As another long ball is played to Raphinha here, again spreading them out. Here we go. All of their defenders are pushed back now. Now they'll cut back to Dallas is on. Instead, he's gone for the through ball to Raphinha. Again, you've got to go for the cut back there. You've got to cut it back to Dallas there. But this is what's happening. We're really carving them open here. We're pressing them back. We're pressing them back. Southampton are dropping deeper and deeper and deeper. And that midfield gap is opening up here. And I feel like it's opening up perfectly for Rodrigo. I feel like Rodrigo could really, really exploit this today. And I'm very excited to see Rodrigo in action, man. It's good. He was out for a little while with injury, of course. And at times for him, it hasn't really worked out this season. But he's hit a rich vein of form recently. And I want to see more from him. RAPHINHA out on the wing here. Lovely bit of skill there. He's been taken down by Gineppo. Lovely piece of skill. He's just pulled it back, dragged back with his right foot, flicked it with his left through his legs. Absolutely sent him for a hot dog. Sent him for a hot fish and chips. If anyone gets the fish and chips reference, of course. When Leeds signed RAPHINHA. The old fish and chips on the table. Here we go. Calvin Phillips on the corner. Puts his left arm up, whips it in. It's a lovely cross. It's come back sticks and Llorente's got his head on it. But that's a poor header. And the ball dribbles just wide. We've got 6 of you in the chat now. Hello, my people. Lovely to see you in here. Lovely to see you. Nice. What are you guys thinking of this game so far? Are you impressed with Leeds? Are you impressed with the way we're playing? Or are you impressed with Southampton? If you're a Leeds or Southampton fan, that is. Are you impressed with who? I'm impressed with both sides, to be honest. I feel like this has been a very good game of football. I'm thoroughly enjoying this game right now. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's been end-to-end. Both sides have looked very good. They're both going for the win. They're both attacking each other with mean intent. And they both want a goal. This has been a really good game of football. Yes, lad. Dinosaurs. Lovely to see you, my man. Lovely to see you. Very nice you could drop in. I'm guessing you'll be very happy right now that Cavani's put you on to the good. That's not a penalty. That's nowhere near a penalty. Get out, Walker Peters, man. That's never a penalty. Never a penalty in a million years. But Dino, lad, you must be absolutely buzzing right now. You an atomic puppet. Probably popping the champers right now. Top 4 guaranteed, sealed and dealed. Can we seal and deal top 10 ourselves? Hopefully we can. But again, we can't count Southampton out. Southampton looking dangerous. Never a pen indeed, Dino Souls. And yes, you are buzzing right now, as you should be, as you should be. I mean, it's only Fulham. You should be beating Fulham, let's be real here. But a win's a win, a goal's a goal, and a lead's a lead. And hopefully, a lead for Leeds is coming through a goal through Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Could that be his new name? Rodrigo. If we had Thomas Muller here, he'd definitely been he'd be coining that catchphrase, let me tell you. Rodrigo coming in the 35th minute. Lovely chest by Rodrigo right there. Lovely chest by him. Lovely chest. But again, slowed down a bit now. Southampton have started to get a bit more on the ball. But this is lovely pressure by Leeds. Every time Southampton have the ball, we have 3 or 4, 5 players on them. It's only Southampton, lol. Yeah, but look, I know Southampton fell off in the second half of the season. But let's not forget, they started like a house on fire under Hasenhüttl. And they ended last year very well, Southampton. They were one of the best teams in terms of their high pressing numbers and the chances they created from starting a high press. They were like top 4 or 5 in the league. And attacking wise, they like a lot more than a lot of teams. A lot of teams come here and they sit off and they just wait for us to break them down. Southampton have come here to play football. They've come here to press us. They've come here to spray the ball around. And yes, you're right, we should be beating Southampton. But they're a very good footballing side. And you know what? They're a side we should be beating. And a side I feel like we will beat. And a side I feel like we're really growing into the game against. But I can't knock their performance right now. I'll go back to the game. I'll be back at half time. Absolutely no worries, lad. It's always a pleasure to see you if and when you come. If and when you come. I hope to see you at half time. We'll have a good conversation about both games, of course. Both games going on at the same time. Thank you very much for dropping in. It's a pleasure to see you guys as you come in. It's a pleasure to see you all. Got 9 viewers in the chat now. Possibly some Southampton fans. Possibly some Leeds fans. Possibly some general football fans. I love to see you all in here. It's great. We're all here enjoying a beautiful game of football. It's a beautiful sunny day. And it's a beautiful attacking game of football going on here. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. And I'll enjoy it a lot more if and when we can get a goal and get a nice lead going, if you know what I mean. There we go. As it's played in there. Again, right now, it's been a bit sloppy. It's been a bit sloppy as the game's gone on here. Attacking wise for Leeds. Southampton have been causing us more and more problems. But here we go. This is hopefully going to change now. We've got a bit of a foothold on the ball now. Bit of a foothold in the game. Some nice one-touch passing here. It's out to Dallas. Dallas has slowed it down a bit. Let Ayling come up. Here we go. This is more like it. Rodrigo on the ball now with Raphinha to his right. Raphinha on the outside of the pitch. Slows it down again. And that's a handball, ref. That's a handball. Are you crazy, man? Are you crazy? That's an absolute blatant handball. We should have been in there like swimwear. That is absolutely crazy from the referee. But look how high up the pitch Calvin Phillips is, man. He's on Ward-Prowse like a rash. I feel like he's been sent to man-mark Ward-Prowse. That's what it looks like for me today. It looks like Calvin has been sent to man-mark Ward-Prowse when they have the ball in their defensive third. And then as they start to attack a bit more, he drops in and marks the space. That's what it's looking like for me. But they're showing that again. That is a blatant handball there. That is a blatant handball. Would have been in there. Could have, would have, and should have been in there. But this is better. This is better. We just need the ball to fall into a bit of space for Rodrigo, for Raphinha, for Bamford. And we can really, really make something happen here. And make some magic happen. Make some magic happen indeed. 33 minutes on the clock. Just 12 minutes left of regulation time in this half. Of course, my clock says 32 minutes. It is exactly 1 minute behind. So the second is completely correct. It's just that you need to add a minute onto my clock and you'll see the time. Llorente with a lung-busting run forward here. But he takes one touch too many there. If he let the ball go a second earlier, we could have been in there. It was a lovely run by Llorente. And he's still going at it, man. He's still going at it. He's still going all guns blazing podcast for that ball there. And unfortunately, he's just missed out there. Just missed out. Just missed out. But that was lovely play by him. Again, just an inch too heavy on the touch there. If he takes one less touch, if he releases a bit earlier, then Leeds could have been really in there. In there like swimwear. Let's have a look at the other games on the clock. It's still 1-0. Joachim Andersen has just come off for Harrison Reed. I presume he's injured there. And what's happened here? Has Teller injured himself? Oh! Oh, that's absolutely disgraceful. Ward-Prowse has been absolutely marked out of the game by Calvin Phillips. He's clearly frustrated. And he's just lashed out at Llorente there. It looks like an elbow or a forearm in the face. That is absolutely disgusting. Referee, I want to see some retrospective action right there. I want to see at least a booking. Because that is filthy. That is dirt. You're not even going to book him. It sounds like they've heard from VAR. And VAR has said absolutely nothing. That is crazy. That is crazy. He's absolutely lashed out at Llorente there. Bit of petulance in his play from Ward-Prowse there. And it's looking like Southampton are starting to get a bit more frustrated as the game's going on. The balls they're trying to play, they're not really coming off so much anymore. We're applying so much pressure. We're blocking them off more. And they're struggling. They are struggling, Southampton. And we're making them angry. We're making them misplace their passes. And we're making them rush a lot of their things. And we're getting in their heads more. This is a good sign if you're a Leeds fan. If you're a Leeds fan, this is a very, very good sign. That, what happened right there. And another beautiful crossfield ball by Phillips there. And Jack Harrison with the early cross. That's not good enough. That's not good enough at all. He's crossed it straight into the hands of the goalkeeper there. Straight into the hands of McCarthy. Not quite Mick McCarthy, but still a McCarthy nonetheless. Again, this is why I want to see a bit more pressure. A bit more pressure. There you go, Bamford. There you go, son. There you go. That's more like it. Put him under. Put him under the cosh. Make him make a mistake. Make him make the mistake. And when he does make the mistake, be ready to pounce. Pounce like a tiger. A tiger hungry, venomous, ready for his food. And the food we are going to get is through a goal. A thunderous goal, nonetheless. As Teller gets the ball to Che Adams, who rips a shot. And it's saved by Kiko Casilla. I feel like he definitely could have caught that there. He definitely could have caught that. I feel like that's a shot Meslier would have probably caught and not tapped behind the goal. Let's have another look. To be fair, it was a quick shot. It was a quick shot, and it is parried out wide by a man, Kiko Casilla. But I feel like he could have caught that there. I feel like he was too slow diving down. That's risky. That's put unnecessary pressure on us. With a corner. Ward-Prowse stepping over the corner now. I need a big defensive header from you, Bamford, here. More assists from set pieces than anyone else in the league this season. That does not make for pleasant reading as he's whipped it in. Kiko Casilla is left in absolutely no man's land. He's leapt up for the ball, leapt like a salmon there, but the ball has gone just over his hand and it's been blazed over the bar. Absolutely blazed over the bar from Teller there. Let's see what's happened here. He's just completely missed it. He's completely rushed out for the ball there and completely misjudged everything there and just completely shanked it. Completely messed it up. But we live to fight another day. Calvin Phillips on the ball now. This is more like it. Counter-attack season. Come on. Oh, that's sloppy, Jack. That's sloppy. That's sloppier than head from a prostitute on the red light district. That is not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. We want to see crisp, calm, collected movement, collected play. Cool. Ice cool. Right now I'd say we're lukewarm. We're chilled. But we're not ice cold. We're not the ice cold killers that we can be in front of net. We're not the ruthless, surgical destruction forwards that we have been in the past. Lovely pressing there. Ah, mate, the loose balls, we're just not winning the loose balls. We're pressing them and we're winning possession, but then the loose ball is there and Southampton defenders are just getting into that loose ball just a second before us. If we can pounce on those loose balls a bit more, then we could be in there because it's only a couple of passes after that and we're in on net and we're looking very, very dangerous. As the stream is freezing. Sky Sports, mate. What am I paying all this money for? I'm not paying it for buffering. That's for damn sure. I'm not paying it for buffering at all. And here we go. RAPHINHA on the attack. Plays it back. Rodrigo now. Rodrigo outside of the area. Rips a shot. You should have played the ball there. Should have played the ball. Ah, Rodrigo. The option was on there. Lovely effort from you there. I like what I'm thinking. Lovely play by RAPHINHA. No, if you're going to rip it, you had to rip it earlier. You had Jack on, you had Llorente making a run forward there. Wasn't the right option if you ask me. Wasn't the right option. But you know what? I like the fact that he's taking a shot. I like the fact that he's going for it. But again, for me, it wasn't quite the right option. But good luck to him. Good luck to him. As McCarthy steps forward to take a goal kick. Leeds really need to get something out of this first half. We deserve something out of this first half, I think. I feel like at times Southampton have had more possession of the ball, but it hasn't been dangerous possession. They haven't really been able to cause us too many problems. As Ward-Prowse comes forward in quite a dangerous area now, rips a shot too early. Calvin Phillips has him in his back pocket. What a job Calvin Phillips has done. Ward-Prowse has looked in no man's land today at times. Absolutely no man's land. Calvin Phillips has done a real number on him. A real number on him. A real number on him. Here we go. Llorente on the ball now. Llorente, build it up. Come on, I want to see it sprayed out wide. I want to see it sprayed forward nice and quickly. That's a lovely ball there to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison plays it through to Bamford and the ball is just a bit too heavy again. That final ball, we're putting a bit too much weight on it. We're trying to pack the size on. We're trying to pack the mass on. Putting too much weight on it. And we're going to break our muscles eventually. We're going to snap our wrist. When you overload that much weight onto a ball that doesn't require that much weight, you're just going to end up snapping your wrists. You know what I mean? You want to build the size on, sure. But when you build the size and you add too much strength, you become clunky. You don't have the agility. You don't have the nipicity in your play. Southampton with 8 attempts to Leeds United's 4. But their attempts haven't been good attempts. Their attempts have been long shots. They've been shots that have been blocked. And I'd love to see the statistics of where those shots have come from. Of course, 2 on target for them, 0 on target for Leeds. Not good enough from Leeds in the final third. We've been getting the ball in and around there. But right now, this past 10 minutes has been pretty sloppy from Leeds. Very sloppy on the ball. And Southampton are really growing into it. The ball's gone over Llorente's head there. It's bounced over his head. But here we go. Counter-attack season. RAPHINHA sprays it across. Again, that's a poor ball. I could see what he was going for. He was going for Jack Harrison there, but that's a poor ball. Not enough weight on it. Not enough panache. Not enough disguise. It was very easy to read. And yeah, too easy to read at the end of the day. Didn't have enough viscosity on the ball, you could say. Not enough venom. Stevens here plays it back to Vestergaard. Vestergaard takes it forward, takes it past Calvin Phillips beautifully there. And now he's all in. He's all on his own. He's played a through ball to Walcott. And that is a lovely challenge by Cooper there. Absolutely fantastic. That's my captain, Liam Cooper. Last ditch challenge there. If he didn't make that, we were up shit's creek without a paddle. As Dallas has lost the ball now. It's Che Adams in the box. And Calvin Phillips is there now. Beautiful challenge by Calvin Phillips again. Beautiful, beautiful. Calvin Phillips has been on fire today. He's been everywhere. He's been definitely one of our best performers. Alioski, mate. What kind of ball is that? Alioski, that is woeful. That is an absolute shocker of a ball. An absolute shocker. Bloody hell, we're talking about end-to-end though. They're coming at us like nobody's business here. They are coming fast, they're coming hard. And they're coming like Atomic Puppet is when he saw that Cavani goal. Well, was, not is. Coming like a virgin for the first time. Viscous, rough, rugged, quick. Very quick, to be honest. Wasn't so for me, but that's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. Story I probably won't tell you. But yeah. As Southampton line up for a throw in here. Walker-Peters, can he unleash his inner Rory Delap? Not quite, as he gives the ball to Che Adams. Che Adams sprays it back out to Walker-Peters. And now they've gone back. They've gone back to their defensive shape, their defensive line. And they've given it straight to Stuart Dallas, who's nodded it back to Kiko Casilla, the Spaniard, the magician himself. Kiko Casilla, Pablo Hernandez's long-lost brother. Not quite with the skill and the flair and the panache of Pablo Hernandez, don't get me wrong. Pablo Hernandez is, silkier than a spider's shit. But Kiko, you know, he was a valiant part of that Leeds United side that got promoted, the Championship side, should I say. And I've seen him make some cracking saves. I remember 2-0 Hull last year. I was behind the goal. For the first goal, he makes a fingertip save from the corner there. Just claws it out as he was about to go into the back of the net. Flings it forward to Klitsch. Klitsch runs all the way down the line, all the way down the right, whips it in, and Bamford hits the post, and then Alioski obviously scored the rebound. It all started from Kiko Casilla, man. I mean, he's given me some good memories. He's also given me some very, very bad memories. Where he's falling over like a plank and letting everything in the back of the net very, very easily, very, very sloppily. But, you know, you can't forget the good times. You can't forget the good times. Here we go now. Dallas on the ball. Gives it out to RAPHINHA. RAPHINHA now takes a touch. Cuts inside. Here we go. Last chance of the half for Leeds. Whips it across to Jack Harrison. Not enough on the ball. Jack Harrison needs to pick up that ball quickly. Tyler Roberts flicks it to him. Jack Harrison on the throw in now. Gives it out to Alioski, who gives it back to Jack Harrison. Lovely touch. Cuts inside. Gives it back to Alioski and loses the ball again. It's another Leeds throw-in. You have to take this quick. Just 15 seconds on the clock now. Rodrigo tries to whip it in early. It's cleared away by Gineppo. Calvin Phillips now has to get the ball into the box. He sprays it across. Ayling tries to win the header. Can't win it. Is it a corner? No, he's given a goal kick. And that is probably all she wrote for the first half. All she wrote for the first half here. What's going on? There's a bit of friction going on. He's pointed to it. What's going on? He's pointed for a goal kick. And that is it. That's definitely all she wrote. What's happened here? We're claiming for a handball. I think we were, but nothing given. That is a goal kick. That is very much so a goal kick. And it is going to be half time in this game. Half-time result 0-0. The other game of the day is currently 1-0 at half-time. Cavani with the goal. David De Gea assist. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm interested to see what that goal is like. But again, they lead 1-0, and currently it is half-time 0-0 Leeds United. Leeds are struggling. Well, I wouldn't say we're struggling. We're not. Offensively, we've been doing the right things. We've been creating problems. We've been asking questions. It's just the final ball's been off. The final ball hasn't quite been there. The final ball, it's looked a bit slow at times. DDG saw Allison and took it personally. Could be goal of the season. That's what I mean. I just saw on my phone that it was a De Gea assist for the Cavani goal. So I'm going to try and find. I'm going to go through Reddit now. See if I can find the goal on there. One of them lot usually upload it. Took it personally. Took it personally indeed. Indeed. r/soccer. They'll usually have it. But yes, of course. What did you guys think of the Man U game? How are you guys playing in that game? Has it been a comfortable lead, or has it been a bit more of a hard-fought, sluggish affair? In this game, I'll tell you, we haven't been struggling per se. Like, Southampton haven't caused us too many problems, but the final ball's been a bit off. It's been a bit slow, a bit sloppy at times in the game. But here, let me see. Streamio. Let's have a look at this goal. So the ball's played back to him. De Gea takes it on his right foot. Pings it forward there. And it's been absolutely left. Oh, what a chip! What a chip! Would you like some salt with those chips? That is an absolutely phenomenal goal. That is flipping amazing. What a goal! I mean, the ball through was questionable. The ball through was very questionable. I don't know what kind of defending that was on the ball there. That was very, very poor. But the chip was absolutely sumptuous. Starts from the back. You can see the defense are not happy with the distribution. I presume you mean from Kiko Casilla. And you're right. I feel like Kiko Casilla on the ball isn't quite as good as Meslier. Melier's distribution, it's a bit quicker. It's a bit sharper. Kiko Casilla is a bit more lapsed on the ball. And yeah, he's not really filling them with confidence, I guess you could say. And defensively, I feel like Ayling's misplaced quite a few passes. Alioski's misplaced quite a few passes. And I feel like, yeah, you're right. The link between the defence and the midfield right now, it's a bit stagnant. It's a bit more... The options, they're not really presenting themselves so much. We're missing Calvin Phillips offering that midfield option there. We're missing Struijk's presence of coming out with the ball from the back, I feel at times. And David De Gea saved him. Who did David De Gea save? Did he make a cracking save in the game? I haven't seen the game so far. I've seen the goal, like I said. It was a lovely ball forward by him, by De Gea. I feel like, was it dummied there by Bruno Fernandes? That could have been if that was on purpose, that was a very good dummy there. And Cavani, again, right on the last line of the defence there. Right on the last line. That is very, very... This is what I mean about Cavani, his positioning. And he knows exactly when to make the runs. It's fantastic. Fantastic. And the chip was just, sumptuous. If only Rodrigo could whip out a chip like that today, I'd be very, 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 very happy. Got Cavani on FPL. Well, you're buzzing right now, mate. You're double buzzing. Not only has he scored for your team, but you've got him on FPL. You've got him on FPL. That is a double whammy right there. That is a double whammy. But yeah, man. What do you think? Who do you think's been our best player today, Paul? Do you think Calvin's played well in that, more attacking role that he's been given, or do you feel like he's lacked a bit defensively? And for anyone that's watching the other game, how's that gone? Obviously, you said he saved Lindelof there. So, have Fulham had quite a few good chances? Have you been lucky to hold on to the lead? I want to know what's happening in that game. Because like I said, I haven't had my eyes on it. I can tell you what's happening in this Leeds game, and I do still feel like we will get the win, and that it is coming. It's just currently we're not quite getting there. You know what I mean? It's coming, but it's going to take a few more strokes. You can't. It's not an instant. It's not an instant. It's going to take a bit more action. Didn't think I'd ever say this, but I think Roberts would be a good sub. He's press resistant and can hold up the ball. Not a good half of football at all. I think the fans are having an effect. I think that's a bit harsh to say it's not a good half of football at all. I feel like we've definitely played the balls around. I feel like the final ball, like I said, it's been sloppy. I feel like they have been breaking through our press quite a lot. And you're right when you say he's good at holding up the ball, because against Man City, what I did notice is he was one of the only players giving us an outlay, like stopping them from just completely pressing us down and pinning us back, is the fact that we could ping up the ball to him. And he's got very good touch, very good control. And he's good at taking the ball away from defenders, alleviating pressure a bit, and giving time for other players to come forward on the ball. So I feel like you're definitely right with that one. And I don't know why you say I wouldn't never thought I'd be saying this. Are you not a fan of Roberts? Because for me, I feel like these past month or so, he's really, really improved his game. He's really stepped up his consistency, Tyler Roberts. I mean, I think Rodrigo, like you say, he'd have to come on for Rodrigo. Rodrigo hasn't really offered too much in that midfield role. So I don't know if you take Bamford off and put Rodrigo up front and then bring Roberts in, or would you just take him straight off for Rodrigo? Who would you say you'd rather put in there? But you're right. I think Roberts could give us a different dimension of the game. Press resistant, like you say. He's he can be sometimes not so press resistant. You know, if he's not on it, sometimes he doesn't really have a radar on him and he doesn't know what's going on around him. But when he is sharp and he is a bit more alert and he has worked on his radar a bit, then he's a real prospect. Like I say, on the ball, it's been good. It's been good except from the final ball. Like I say, they're showing that Dallas chance again. That was a lovely bit of play by Harrison and RAPHINHA. RAPHINHA, when he has got on the ball and he has taken players on, he has looked dangerous at times, but he hasn't been doing enough for me. He hasn't been doing enough. Rodrigo up front and Roberts for Bamford. I like Roberts, and don't get me wrong, I want him to do well, but just lacks that clinical edge and final product for me. And that, you're spot on. You've hit the nail on the head there. He needs to get some more goals. He needs to get some more assists. He needs to deliver a bit more on the final third, because he does have the ability. I mean, think about that Chelsea game, that goal he almost scored where he ripped the shot top bins and it was just tipped onto the crossbar. He does have the ability to score these wonder goals. It's just his consistency in front of goal. It's him being able to sniff out a goal, sniff out a chance, getting himself into the right position to finish off the chance. I feel like he does need to work on that element of his game. That is something that comes a bit more naturally to a Rodrigo. And I don't think Bamford's done too much today. I think, for me, I would put Rodrigo up front, like you say. I want to see what he can do in that forward position. I want to see what problems he can cause their defenders, because he's got a bit more dynamic movement, a bit more pace to his game, and he can really spread them out wide and cause them some problems. But I do rate Roberts, man. I feel like Roberts, like I said, like I've always said, technically, I feel like he's top 3 players in the club. I feel like if you're looking at raw technique and like technical ability, and the way he can kick a ball, the things he can do with a football, I feel like he's only behind Pablo Hernandez and RAPHINHA in the squad for me, personally, when he's on song, when he's on form. And dribbling-wise, again, he's got so much flair to his game. It's just the consistency. That's always been the problem with Tyler Roberts. It always has been, and until he works on it, it always will be. I like the guy. And I feel like he's only growing, he's only getting better, but he does need to bring some goals and assists into his game more. He does. Pablo's swan song today, or will BIELSA save it for the West Brom game? I mean, to be fair, it does look like one of those games he could impact, doesn't it? Because I feel like we have had a lot of times where the final ball has been off, and he is someone who will get the final ball better, and he will manage to create chances where we've been failing to. But what I will say is they've got a lot of pace going through the midfield runners. They're pressing us deep, and off the ball they're creating a lot of space. They're really taking advantage of our man-to-man marking system at times and managing to break through our press. And I feel like that is somewhere where Pablo could struggle, because he doesn't quite have the legs to track the runners as much as we'd like him to. He could, like you say, alleviate pressure. To caveat that, he could alleviate pressure on the ball. But I feel like he will save him for the West Brom game, and he has to start in the West Brom game for me. I want him to start, and I want him to play all 90 minutes, because without that man, we wouldn't have got promoted. And it's as simple as that. He deserves a statue outside the stadium with Bielsa. I love that man so much, Pablo Hernandez, for what he's done for the club, for what he's done for the city, for what he's done for everything that is Leeds and Leeds United. He deserves a statue. He deserves a send-off from the fans. He deserves the best send-off he could ever dream of. Because let's not forget, it's all fine and dandy now looking at this great team we have with Calvin Phillips and Raphinha and Rodrigo and all these kind of players. But when we were crap and when we had nobody, he was the shining light. Even before Bielsa came in, he was the shining light. He was the one player we could look to that made us get off the edge of our seats, that made us excited, that made us love watching football, that made us love watching Leeds United. It was Pablo Hernandez. It was all him. He was smarter than everyone else. He was sharper than everyone else. He was ahead of everyone in the league. And he stayed with us when he possibly could have gone to Premier League clubs. And he sacrificed so much for the club. And he's done so much for the club that I really want to see him start next week against West Brom. And I really want to see him. Vestergaard has been strolling through the midfield like a hot knife through butter. And he hasn't just been strolling through like a hot knife through butter. He's been strolling through like a hot machete through butter, mate. He's been absolutely disintegrating the butter. Basically blowing it up. Basically blazing it with a Bunsen burner. But yes, he has been on the ball, taking it through the midfield runners. 100%, mate. Pablo is a legend. No doubt that Swansea goal is one of the most iconic moments in Leeds history. And you're absolutely right. That goal, it doesn't seem so much looking back at it. But at the time, you know, there's just 2 games left of the season. And although everyone was thinking, Leeds are up, they only need a couple of wins out of their last 2 games, we've seen how quick it can all come crumbling around us. We saw it the year before. I went to the Sheffield Wednesday game with just 4 games to go with my dad and my uncle, and we thought we'd done it, and my sister. All 4 of us went up there, and we thought we'd done it. We were coming home, looking at Norwich, we're like, hang on, we might not just get automatic here, we might win the league. And it crumbled like that within a week. We threw it away to a 10-man Wigan. But that goal, it looked like we weren't going to get the win. It looked like the pressure was mounting up again. And we just needed a moment of magic, a moment of inspiration from one player. And of course it was Pablo Hernandez. That goal. Oh my days. I will remember that goal for the rest of my life. It's such a shame there weren't fans there, because it deserved to have fans in the stadium. The away end would have absolutely erupted with that Pablo Hernandez goal. It would have absolutely taken the roof off the stadium. And it would have been so much better to watch back, to see all the players celebrate with the fans there. I mean, it's still a beautiful goal, don't get me wrong, but wow, what a goal, what a man Pablo Hernandez is. He's such a beautiful, elegant player, man. He's what I love about football. He's what I love about football. Not just as a man, on the pitch, off the pitch, on the ball. He's such a legend. He definitely deserves a statue. The second half is looming now. Tom, what do you think? Do you think we can secure the win? What do you think the score's going to be? And like I say, I've seen the changes you want to put on. I reckon he might make those changes around the 60th minute again. Do you think he needs to make them now? And do you think we can get the win with the current squad that are lining up? Dinosaurs and Atomic Puppet, how are you feeling about the second half? Obviously, Dinosaurs was telling me that it wasn't quite as comfortable as people thought it would be. David De Gea pulling out some heroics to kind of keep you lot in the game. Do you think that you can secure the deal in the second half? What do you think the score's going to be? And are there any changes you want to see in that? Paul Hornby, as you say, do you feel like we can get the win with Kiko Casilla? Do you feel like this squad is enough, or would you want to make some changes? I'm seeing Virgil van Struijk lining up there, warming up, getting himself ready. Nice and warm, nice and ready indeed. Ready to rumble. Ready to rumble. I don't know who he's going to come on for. Maybe Cooper, maybe Llorente. but Struijk is definitely getting ready, and I feel like it could be going for at the back. Wait, Berardi's on? Hang on, your stream may be a minute before me. Is Berardi coming on? No way. No way. Yes, he is. Gaetano. Mate, this is a red card incoming. Oh, the Premier League are not ready for Gaetano Berardi. Let me tell you that much. He's coming on for RAPHINHA. RAPHINHA's coming off, is he? Or is he... Wait, what's going on here? Gaetano Berardi is on the pitch. Now we're cooking, baby. This is what the Premier League's been missing. They've been missing a bit of Gaetano. Here we go. This is it. I'm so happy to see him get a Premier League game. He deserves it. Again, another player who sacrificed so much for the club. He's come off dripping in blood on numerous occasions. He's put forth every single nail and tooth he has for Leeds United, and this is brilliant to see him on the pitch making his start in the Premier League. Oh mate, come on Gaetano, if he could seal the deal with a goal, that would send me into delirium. I'll tell you that much. It would send me into absolute delirium. The second half about to start. I need the timer to come up now so I can resume it. I'm gonna resume it now. 9 seconds. Sky Sports, you need to hurry up and give me the timer. 13 seconds. I've absolutely timed it perfectly. The time is on the clock. Here we go. Gaetano, lovely throw in to start off the press. What are you guys thinking about that change? What do you guys think about Gaetano getting onto the pitch? I'm buzzing myself. It's lovely to see him there. And hopefully he can top it off with a goal and a red card, because I'd expect nothing less from Gaetano Berardi but a goal, and then in celebration absolutely two-footing Ward-Prowse and getting himself sent off. That's it. I'd expect nothing less from the main man. I expect nothing less. Are you guys excited for the second half? Do you feel like we can get something, or do you feel like Southampton could cause us some more problems? Or are your eyes on the other game, on the game going on at Old Trafford? I love to hear what you guys have to say. It's a free kick now for Southampton. A free kick on the edge of the area. Ward-Prowse lines over it. This is striking me with a bit of fear, because Ward-Prowse can definitely strike a ball, and he can strike more than fear into you with one of these shots. He can whip one top bins from anywhere, and this is scary. Ward-Prowse lines over the ball and whips it, and what a save by Kiko Casilla. What a save. Gordon Banks, that is an absolutely crucial save. He's just got his fingertips to that. That is fantastic. The ball's whipped by Ward-Prowse, and it's going right into that top right-hand corner, and it's a lovely save. And we've got a goal kick for some reason. Why have we got a goal kick there? Did that hit the bar? I thought that was a save. I thought that was a save. I thought that was a save. It might have hit the bar, but I thought that was definitely a save. I thought that was a world-class save. I thought that was a cracking save. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm blind and or delusional. Probably am a bit delusional. Everyone's a bit delusional, aren't they? Everyone's a little bit. Everyone's on the spectrum somewhere. Here we go. Jack Harrison on the ball now. Jack Harrison. Oh, he's lost the ball. Not good enough there. Got to release the ball earlier, not display the ball earlier. Display the ball? Displayed too much of the ball is what he did. Gave the defender too much time to get back there. Got to release it earlier. But you know what? I'm excited. I look forward on this half with optimism, with excitement, and with anticipation for a goal, for a winner, for a banger, for a winner chicken dinner, for a Gaetano Berardi rocket from 40 yards. Because let's have it right here. Gaetano Berardi has one hell of a rocket on him, let me tell you. Here he is, get him on the ball, get him on the ball. Oh, absolute defence splitting through ball to Virgil van Strijk there. Hang on, I was so interested in Gaetano Berardi coming on. I didn't see that Strijk came on. He came on for Phillips. Phillips has come off for Strijk here. I guess it's resting Calvin. I guess it's resting because there's not too much lying on the game. But Calvin had a very good game. I don't think he's come off for his performance, because he had a very good game in my opinion. Some people may feel free to disagree with me on that, but I feel like he had a very good game. Here we go. Dallas on the ball now. Sideways, gives it to RAPHINHA. RAPHINHA chips it into Rodrigo. Lovely chest back, and it's Dallas! Oh, what a strike! Fingertip saved by McCarthy there. Mick McCarthy, the Silver Fox himself, with an absolutely thunderous save. What a strike that is. Lovely chest by Rodrigo. And he's absolutely laced that Dallas there. It's going straight into that left-hand corner there. Off the post and in. That is a thunderous strike. Can we score from the corner though? RAPHINHA whips it in. It's whipped in beautifully. The header's won and it's cleared away. Only as far as Alioski though. We can still mount this here. Gaetano Berardi, the last man back. Dilly-dallying around with the ball there. Gives it to Dallas instead. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Jack Harrison has swapped wings. He's now on the right. Gives it to Rodrigo, who plays it through to BAMFORD. Square it, square it, square it. Square it, man! He's gone for the shot. It's been saved. It's ripped in. Oh, it's blocked again. Here we go. Rodrigo on the outside of the area now. Cuts inside and he falls on his arse. It's now BAMFORD. Gives it back to Rodrigo and that is sloppy. That is poor. That is not good enough from BAMFORD there. That is not good enough. You've got to look where you're flicking the ball there. That is very close. This is more like it, though. Applying more pressure than an erection on skinny jeans, man. This is what I'm talking about. We're spreading them. We're spreading the ball around. BAMFORD there. All he had to do was cut it back to RAPHINHA. And we are in there like swimwear. We're 1-0 up for the good. However, that is very close there. They're showing the Ward-Prowse free kick again. And it did hit the bar. I was wrong. But that's it. That's more like it. This is what I'm talking about, Leeds. This is what we need to do. Quicker play. More dynamic movement off the ball. And we're causing them more and more and more and more problems. And if we keep playing like this, it's only a matter of time before we get the goal. BAMFORD, though, just needs a bit more clinicality there. A bit more of a cutting edge. A bit more awareness of what's around him. To make that good pass there. To make that final pass. He was a bit too self-centered on scoring the goal there. Which obviously has its perks because you want that from a striker. You don't sound like you're from Leeds, mate. Well, Connor, you'd be absolutely spot on. That's why a lot of people call me a plastic fan. They call me this. They call me a cockney bastard. Defo don't go ER. Well, that's absolutely wrong, mate. Wrong. I'm from London. I am from London. My dad supported Leeds. So I have gone through the 16 years, or I'll say 20 years because I've been alive for 20 years of my life and I didn't really get to experience too much of the heyday of Leeds. I mean, I have images of me at 2 years old being thrown into the ceiling when we stopped Arsenal from winning the league and we saved ourselves from getting relegated. That was probably my best day. But I don't go every game. I don't have a season ticket. But when I was in London, I was going 5 times a season, 5-6 times a season when we were in the Championship. And now that I'm in Manchester, I can go like basically any game I get. So last year I went to about 9 games and then I had a few more tickets. Why do I support Leeds if I'm from London? Because my dad supported Leeds. You've got to support your dad's club, isn't it? And I'll tell you, mate, it was actually harder. Season ticket home and away. Well, mate, that must be brilliant for you. I wish I could. I'm on the waiting list for a season ticket. I'd love to, mate. But let me tell you something. Growing up in London, it was harder being a Leeds fan than in Leeds. I mean, obviously, it was very hard times in Leeds, but every week in school, there was no other Leeds fans. I was getting ripped and rinsed by every single person. But I can understand what you're saying. A lot of people think I'm a plastic. A lot of people think I'm not a Leeds fan because I'm from London. And I'm going to get that, you know. Every time I go to Ellen Road, oh, what's this cockney bastard doing here? And I don't have the thick Yorkshire accent. But hey, I love Leeds. And that's all I care about. Leeds fans all over the globe. And mate, that's good for you. You're part of that. Because they're all Glory supporters, mate. Well, so I mean, a lot of people are going to think I'm a Glory supporter because now we're in the Premier League and now a lot of people see me as a Leeds fan. But I've been a Leeds fan my entire life. I've watched utter shit. I was in Spain on holiday when I watched us lose that League One playoff final to Doncaster. That was one of the worst days of my life. I've watched Pierre-Michel Lasogga line up front. The absolute fridge. The absolute fucking fridge. I've watched pain, mate. I've suffered through the same as you, mate. We've all suffered together. And hey, I implore you, I thank you for creating this legendary atmosphere, both home and away, because, man, you guys that go to the games every week, you create a fucking banging atmosphere. And there's nothing I love more than going to Ellen Road in that south stand, behind the goal, occasionally in the Dom Revy stand, but ideally in the south stand, singing songs, getting pissed up with the boys. Lasogga fucking goat. There is nothing goatly about me and Michelle Lasogga, mate. Let me tell you that for a fact. Absolutely nothing lovely about it. But Connor, mate, what are you thinking of this game right now? What are you thinking? What are you thinking of our chances? Do you think we can get the win? Do you think that we are good enough to get the win? Do you think we're playing well enough? Do you think the squad needs a bit of changes? Obviously, we've made 2 changes now. We've got 1 more substitution left to make. I think we started off this second half very well, if you ask me. I feel like we have indeed. Not well enough, because we're not scoring, but very well indeed. And that guy there, they showed someone in the crowd. He looked like an undercover Leeds fan, I can't lie. He had his Southampton scarf on, but then underneath it, I saw another scarf with yellow and blue there. That's all I'm saying. And he was wearing a hat as well. So he could be an undercover Leeds fan. That's all I'm saying. You know, we've got them everywhere. I remember Barnsley last year. I remember Hull last year. We had quite a few Leeds fans in the home end. I've done it myself. I went incognito in the Nottingham Forest game that we lost, which spawned us to go on that 7-game unbeaten streak before COVID. And that was pain, mate. Oh, he's been taken down by Dallas there. That's not a penalty, is it? Don't tell me that's a penalty. Gineppo's been side down by Dallas there. It could be a free kick. It could be a penalty. I think it's a free kick. Mate, I don't have Sky and I'm not at home. What can I watch the game on? Well, I'm watching it on Sky. Now, I wouldn't advertise this, but I'm sure there's ways around it. I've heard there's a platform called Total Sportec. You know, someone's told me that apparently you can get streams there. But I'm watching it on Sky, but I'm sure there'll be people that will help you watch it with them, shall we say. There's definitely ways to do that. But where are you, mate? Where are you out and about? Where are you out and about? I'm going to be up. Actually, speaking of being out and about, I need to find a pub on Saturday to watch the game on. I'm going to be going up to Leeds on Saturday to hopefully go to a pub, watch the game, and hopefully there's going to be something going on outside Ellen Road, potentially in Millennium Square, when after the last game of the season, a little party in the street, something. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, there's plenty of ways you can watch the game. And I'm trying to keep you up to date with everything going on in the game. If you can't find a stream, just so you know what's happening. So far, Southampton have a dangerous free kick just outside the area here. Ward-Prowse stepping over it. He did just hit the bar 5 minutes ago, so this is looking dangerous. I want to see a big save from Kiko Casilla here. Kiko Casilla not filling me with a lot of confidence, I'll tell you that much. Here we go, it's whipped in by Ward-Prowse and it's cleared away by the first man. Lovely there, this is good pressure here. Good pressure from RAPHINHA and Rodrigo driving them back. But where are you? Are you like out in like a pub? Or are you just at a friend's house or something, Connor? It's played forward here. Bamford's in here. Bamford's in. It's one-on-one. It's a heavy touch. He's rounded the keeper. He's been tripped over. He's been tripped, man. He's been tripped. Just because he didn't go down, he's been tripped there. He's been tripped. What's my prediction, Nayan Biswas? What is my prediction? My prediction is a Leeds win. I predicted 4-0. Right now, I'll take a 1 or a 2-0. I feel like we will keep a clean sheet. And I feel like we will definitely get the win. I'm probably going to call it 2-0. I'll call it 2-0 for me. What about you? What's your prediction, mate? What are you thinking of this game? For me, that's got to be a penalty there, though. That is absolutely disgraceful officiating. Whips in the corner. Jack Harrison at the bar post. That is disgraceful, man. Patrick Bamford's been tripped by the goalkeeper there, and they've given nothing because he didn't fall over. It's disgraceful, man. This is why you see so many people diving. It's because if you don't flipping go and do the... If you don't take him down... Oh, man. Jack Harrison! Oh, man. If you don't fall to the floor, they don't give you anything. Total Sportec isn't working. Well, let's just say there's a lot of Leeds forums out there, both on Twitter, on Discord, and And there are a lot of people out there that will be going through the same thing you're going through right now. And a lot of them happy to help a friend out. You will be able to find something somewhere. But what are your guys' predictions? Connor, Naiwan, Tom White, if you're still here. Paul Hornby, Atomic Puppet. Of course, I want to give a shout out to the returning viewers. Logan, Atomic Puppet, Dinosaurs, Danang. And of course, it is lovely. Tom White, of course, an absolute regular on the channel. And it's lovely to see new people. Connor Elliott and Naiwan Biswas. Very lovely to see you. Too honest, should have dived if he did. Definite penalty. And this is what I'm talking about, Tom, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is why the refereeing is so stupid. Because this is why we have so many people diving now. We saw the same thing against Chelsea with Poveda, where he doesn't go down, he gets clipped. He gets clipped, but because he doesn't dive to the floor, because he stays on his feet, the referee doesn't give anything. It's so stupid, man. The refereeing, they need to have a look at it. This is what VAR is for. VAR should be put in so that these players don't have to worry about diving, so that the correct decision can be made. It's so stupid, man. It's so, like, VAR, what's it even there for? It's an away match, win possible for Leeds. Hopefully a win possible. If we do win, Naiwan, then we do guarantee a top half table finish. I presume you're a Leeds fan. Lovely to see more Leeds fans in here. Away, if possible, for Leeds. You want a win? But what kind of win? Do you think we'll keep a clean sheet, Naiwan? Nyan. Sorry, I mispronounced that there. And Nyan. Do you think we'll keep a clean sheet? Or do you think Southampton will cause us too many problems there? Someone is down. Bamford's still down now. This is not looking good. Bamford's down. I feel like he could be coming off the pitch here. He looks in quite a bit of discomfort here. I'm not quite sure what's happened. It looks like it is a head injury for Patrick Bamford. Again, inches away from scoring there. If he ripped the shot a bit earlier, he could have scored, but he wasn't able to rip the shot off earlier because the keeper tripped his legs. And they just absolutely cocked it. If you're still not watching it, Connor, I'll describe to you what happened. The ball was played through. It was a beautiful through ball, and Bamford was running in. He rounded the keeper, and he just got completely chopped out. Waiting for my prediction. I told you. Did you not hear my prediction? I said 2-0 for me. I said right now I'm going for a 2-0 Leeds. A 2-0 Leeds for me, mate. You're watching from India. That's lovely to see. What's the time over there in India? What's going on for the pen with Bamford? Alright, so the ball's played over and he's rounded the keeper. He's basically rounded it and he's ready to rip the shot off. But as he goes past, the keeper grabs his leg, like trips it. He doesn't like completely trip over. Like it makes him stumble forward like that and lose balance. As a result of that, he couldn't unleash the shot because he had no balance to. And then the defender ends up coming back and they win the ball. And they just didn't even look at it. I mean, they just said no penalty and then just continued. And now Bamford's been down. I'm not sure if it's for that or if it's for something else, but Bamford has been down. He's now back on the pitch. But basically, they just completely ignored it because he didn't go down, because he didn't dive. That's what they want now. They want people to dive. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But there you go. Come on, Bamford. After that, Bamford needs a goal. After that absolute despicable beating. It's midnight, 11:55. This is what I'm talking about. International Leeds, yeah? We got people waiting up at midnight here to watch the game from India. This is what I love to see, mate. I love the dedication there. I love it. For me, at 6 o'clock, it's a bit easier to stay up and watch. For you, it's going on midnight. And you know what? You're still there. You're still watching. You're still supporting. It's a beautiful game. A global club with a global fan base. Oh, it's been whipped in here. Get it away, man. Get it away. Oh, no. Ward-Prowse on the edge of the area. Oh, it's cleared by Ayling. It's away from Dallas. It's away by Dallas, and Ayling has cleared it forward there. Come on, Raphinha, win that, keep it in. Oh, he can't quite keep it in. They're really, really piling the pressure on now. Who's been your guys' best player today? Who has been your guys' best performer? For me, I would say it was between Phillips in the first half. Phillips was probably my standout performer. In the second half, I'd have to say, I don't know if anyone specifically stood out. Jack Harrison was good in the first half. Raphinha's looked a little bit more sharp in the second half. Berardi hasn't really got on the ball too much to really make a name for himself. Rodrigo's looked a lot sharper in the second half. I feel like it's a bit too early to call for my best player. But this is it. This is it. Cooper on the ball now. Sprays it out to the left. Alioski on the ball. Come on. Come on. I want to see some sharp build-up play here. Here we go. Rodrigo. Play it in. Play it in. No, he's giving it straight to Ward-Prowse. But that's lovely by Stroik there. Come on, Dallas. Dallas sprays it out to the right. This is it. This is more like it. Come on, Raphinha. Raphinha now. Raphinha cuts inside. Lovely double step over. Gives it into Stroik. Stroik back to Raphinha. Raphinha into Rodrigo. Rodrigo on the edge of the area here. Rodrigo into Bamford. Bamford in the area. Bamford dancing around. Bamford still with the ball and he's lost it. You need to rip the shot off earlier there, man. Rip it. And the referee's called for a free kick there. What's he playing at, man? This referee is ridiculous. And let me just fix the timer. Let me fix the timer there. The timer is just coming off my screen. It's just coming off it. Sorry. It's 1 hour 05. So that's 65 minutes. That means my timer goes up in hours instead of minutes. Bamford looks fine. Apparently the ref is abysmal. I'll tell you, Connor, the referee is absolutely shocking. That should have been a penalty, and not only that, he's been giving them a lot of dubious decisions, if you ask me. Bamford looks fired up now, Tom White. He does indeed. He does indeed. And after that absolute robbery, I want to see him get a goal so badly. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Exactly. The referee is absolutely shoddy. Shocking. And this is where you need VAR. Thought that's the whole point of VAR, is to clear up this dodgy officiating. But no, you have even worse referees behind the panels over there. Absolutely shocking. They rip a shot here. It's just typical. It's typical. We always seem to get these dodgy referees, don't we? I mean, last year, do you remember that Fulham game last year when Ben White got sent off because he grazed Mitrovic's shoulder? Oh, my. And then the Millwall game where Berardi didn't even touch him and the guy fell over and got another red card, man. We always seem to get these dodgy ass referees. I don't know what it is, man. Don't know what it is. Absolutely crazy. Oh no, that's poor from Kiko, man. That's poor from Kiko. Whoever it was in the first half, they said he's not filling them with confidence. It starts from the back. Where is he? Where is he? Paul, mate, you're absolutely right. The distribution from Kiko has not been top form right now. It's been really questionable. Really questionable. Southampton are starting to pile the pressure on a bit more here. This is panic stations. This is the time when we need the goal. This is where we need the magic to happen. It's currently still 1-0 in the other game of the half. It's also Manchester City are playing right now against Brighton. It's 1-0 over there. The ball from Dallas. Here we go. Come on, Bamford. You're in here. You're in here. You're in here. Come on, Alioski. Flick it on. Here we go. Rodrigo. Turn quick. Raphinha now. Raphinha cut inside. He takes it past one. He drills it across. It's Alioski. Alioski, whip it. No, it's down the middle of the goal. Oh, Alioski, man. You need to hit that further right into the side of the net. Oh, that is lovely by Raphinha there. But Bamford, he did see the wrong option maybe to give the ball across there because Bamford had cut back. But then that opened up space for Alioski. He chests it down, lovely control, rips a shot off near post. But again, you've got to be going far post there. You've got to go across the keeper. He's made it too easy for the keeper there. Lovely control and lovely positioning from Alioski to get the chance in the first place. But you've got to be ripping that shot far post if you ask me. You've got to be ripping it. But this is better. This is better from Leeds. We're growing into it. We're growing. The rash is growing. They're itching the rash. And as they itch the rash on their arm, the more and more they itch it, the bigger and bigger it's getting. The more pressure we're putting them under. With Stuart Dallas now ripping a shot over the bar. Come on, Stewie. Come on, look at the options, man. Get your body over the ball if you are going to strike it there. You've leant back too much. You just blazing squadded it over the bar. Rodrigo there missing the ball. And this is it. We're spreading them about more. But if we don't take our chances soon, this is dangerous. This is where Southampton hit us on the counter if we don't take our chances soon. We've really been the better team in the second half. Southampton really haven't caused us any danger. Aside from a couple of set pieces, in my opinion. We've been the masters of our own demise in terms of them getting any kind of opportunities. I don't feel like they've been carving us open. I feel like they haven't played as well as they did in the first half. And I feel like we're definitely the more dominant side. And if we are going to cock this up, it's going to be from our own demise. It's not going to be because Southampton have done anything special. This game is in our hands. This game is ours to lose. And we are buying, never losing. We don't lose. We need that 59 points. We need that top half of the table finish. Not only for Leeds to get top half of the table. Not only for us to potentially finish above Arsenal. But let's not forget, Irish guy, absolute slater of the main man, Patrick Bamford, said if Leeds finish top half of the table, then he will get a Patrick Bamford tattoo on his arm. And we are one goal away, one win away from making that possibility a reality. And in our first season back in the Premier League, potentially getting 59 points. Everyone's saying we're going to get relegated. They said we're going to have the BIELSA burnout, that we're not going to be able to cut the mustard in the second half of the season. Well, guess what? We proved them all wrong, haven't we? We proved them wrong big time. And with a win today, we can prove them all wrong completely by securing that top half of the table finish. Finishing above Villa. Finishing above Wolves. Villa, a side that everyone was gassing up at the beginning half of the season. Everyone was saying their title challengers, their top 4 challengers. But guess what? We're one win away from stopping them from finishing above us. And that is absolutely beautiful. But we're going to need to pull our finger out if that's going to be the case. Lovely tackle by Jack Harrison there. But again, it's the 70th minute. Just 20 minutes to go now. We really, really need to start turning up the tempo here. Twisting the gears. Going from 5th to 6th. To 7th, to 8th, to 9th, to 10th gear. Because currently the 5th gear we're operating in right now, it's not good enough. It's not good enough, I'm afraid. It's not good enough at all. They're here for the taking. They're sat here with bated breath, waiting to get absolutely pounced on. We've run them ragged. They've tried to keep up with us, and as a result of it, they're dead now. They're shot. But they are coming through the counter-attack now from Ward-Prowse. But again, they're not committing enough bodies forward, and Ayling has done the classic Ayling flop there. If only that's what Bamford did. That's what Bamford needed to do in the penalty box. That's what Bamford needed to do in the penalty box, and we would have got a penalty right there. Why couldn't it have been Ayling in there, man? With the good old Ayling flop. I think it's going to be a draw. You may be right, but I still have faith. I still have faith that we'll get a goal. We're growing into it. We've got to get a goal. We've got to get a goal. Come on. Dallas now on the ball. Dallas to Rodrigo. Rodrigo on the ball. Chips it up. It's Bamford. It's Bamford. It's Patrick Bamford! Would you believe it? I told you we're not getting a draw. You can mug him off and not give him a penalty all you want. You can mug him off and not put him in the England squad. You can mug him off and say he's not good enough for the Premier League. He's not good enough for Leeds United. But he proves you wrong once. He proves you wrong twice. And he proves you wrong again. An absolutely beautiful finish. And oh no, don't tell me he's offside. It's an absolutely fantastic finish. Oh no, don't tell me he's offside. Don't tell me he's offside. It looked dubious to me. But it's an absolutely fantastic finish through the legs. Panners off. Panners the goalkeeper, McCarthy. McCarthy, who mugged him off. He nutmegs him. Absolutely finishes with aplomb. Absolutely orgasmic. Siri, I don't want to hear any of it. What a finish. Worst thing to do is piss Patrick Bamford off. And you're absolutely correct there. You do not piss off the main man. Oh, mate. Hello? Oh, mate. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're back. We back? Hello? Oh, mate. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes, boys. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Basically, what's happened... So, my camera that I usually use has a microphone on it. And because my camera's run out of battery, the microphone on that stopped working. So, you couldn't hear me. This is why the camera angle's changed. Because my camera ran out of battery. So, I now have to use my webcam momentarily. And the microphone wasn't working. I apologise. But what I was basically saying is you don't doubt the main man, Patrick Bamford. As Tom White said, you don't question him. I see Dinosaurs has put Bamford and Gundogan on the FPL bench. Absolutely rookie mistake. You do not bench Patrick Bamford. Nayan, mate, I told you the win was coming. I told you we'd keep a clean sheet. 2-0 potentially on the cards. I told you wearing the Patrick Bamford shirt would give us the luck. I do apologise that my mic was muted. What a crucial time for everything to all go tits up as well, isn't it? Right as we score, right as we start unleashing the magic. Unfortunate timing. I do need to get my camera sorted because that is absolutely fraudulent that it's just run out of battery now. I cannot believe it. But what I do believe is that Leeds have scored a goal. We're 1-0 up. That's all you want to see. For fuck's sake, by Dinosaurs. Have you conceded an equaliser? Oh, you have! It's Joe Bryan. It's Joe Bryan. It's Joe Bryan. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, you're cool. Apparently, it sounds like Aaron Wan-Bissaka has made a fateful mistake there. Siri, you can shut up, you mug. I don't want to hear from you. It seems like Fulham have just equalised 1-1. Joe Bryan with the goal. Looks like things are looking better for Leeds than they are for Man U. I'll tell you that much. Tyler Roberts now on the ball. From what you did miss, Tyler Roberts has just come off. Lovely 1-2 here. Jack Harrison. Come on, Jack. Unlucky son. Unlucky son. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's fucked it. He's fucked it. Fucked it indeed. And no worries, Nayan, my guy. Thank you guys for standing with me through those technical difficulties there. That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best of times. Wasn't the most pleasant of times. But we got it dealt with. We got it dealt with indeed. We got it dealt with indeed. And now it's time for me to deal with this and get a battery on the go and fix my dodgy ass camera. Because that is absolutely fraudulent. Absolutely fraudulent. Leeds now on the attack. What do you mean most points drop from winning position, mate? Absolute load of codswallop. Sky again trying to mug us off. But you can't mug off Leeds. You can't mug off Patrick Bamford. You can't mug off the Kings. The Kings that despite what you want, despite what you try, despite what you say, are getting a top half of the table finish. No matter what. Let's see if this battery works the job. How are you guys feeling now? Because I'll tell you one thing. I'm feeling one hell of a lot better after that goal. One hell of a lot better. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sharp. I'm feeling energized. And it's all thanks to the main man, Patrick Bamford. The absolute legend of a man. As Tom said, you don't piss him off. You do not piss Patrick Bamford off and live to see another day. And that battery does not work either. So, I need to find another battery. Is this battery going to work? Because I fully charged them. So, if they don't work, then this charging thing and these batteries are absolute frauds. Is that full battery? Tell me it is. Yeah, it is. Alright, there we go. I'm going to get the old camera back up. Sorry about any inconveniences. That is absolutely fraudulent. Oh, Southampton are on the attack here. It's played through. It's Ward-Prowse now. Ward-Prowse gives it back out to the edge of the area. Edge of the area here. It's now Walker-Peters on the edge of the box. Gives it across. It's a lovely shimmy. Not quite good enough from Danny Ings, thankfully. Thankfully, not quite good enough. And it is a goal kick for Leeds, and that gives me just about enough time to get my camera back sorted. I'm ready to rumble. Ready to rumble in the jungle. Get the cam link plugged in. Presume you can hear me now again. Southampton on the attack. I'm just working on changing the camera, of course. The camera, of course. What's going on there? What is going on there? Add video capture device. And cam link 4K. And that's more like it, boys. We should have the audio from the camera as well. Hello? Hola, ¿qué tal? Sí, señor? Or is this? Well, we'll use this audio for now anyway. But we have got the game back and running. I'm trying to get the scoreboard back up. The camera is back on. That was absolute Mickey Mousing around there. I don't know why the scoreboard's gone. That is not the right scoreboard at all, mate. That's not the right scoreboard at all. But it is the 83rd minute of the game. I will try and get the timer up. The timer's there now. The timer's there. Let me just have a look at the chat. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's tucked in. He says, here we go. Alioski gives it out. It's Roberts. It's Bamford now. Cut it back. It's come back to RAPHINHA. Would you believe it? 2-0. Vamos, Leeds, carajo. Oh, he's given offside. He's given offside. He's given offside, boys. He's given offside. Offside, boys. Offside, boys. What's going on? Hello? Offside, boys. Why can I hear double? What's going on? Hello? Offside, boys. Why can I hear double? What's going on? Hello? Why can I hear double? What the fuck? What the fuck? Hello? Is that better? Is that better? Tell me if the sound's not coming clearly. I know the sound is... Oh, mate, what is going on today? What is going on? It's all gone tits up. I can hear it's some reverb. What is going on? It's all gone tits up. It sounds good now. I can hear it's some reverb. It sounds good now. 4 minutes left on the clock. 4 minutes left on the clock. Sorry for any disturbances with the scoreboard and everything. I know that kind of messed things up there. Here we go. There we go. We're back and running. We're back in action, baby. We're ready for the last 4 minutes of the game. The last 4 minutes of a game in which Leeds, I feel, have truly dominated. A game in which Leeds surely deserved the win. And we're just 4 minutes away of doing so. Here we go. Tyler Roberts on the ball now. Gives it out to Raphinha. Raphinha running down the wing. Raphinha still is at a penalty, ref. No, it's not a penalty. Vestergaard has just blocked off his run there. And he has been allowed to carry on play. Come on, Leeds. Let's make it 2. Let's fulfill my prediction. The 2-0. What are you guys thinking? Do you think we can hold off for the past few minutes? I do apologise, like I say, for all those technical difficulties. That is really, really poor on my end. My camera just ran out of battery and it completely messed everything up. Thank you all so much for standing by with those technical difficulties. I wouldn't understand if you just thought, who's this absolute mug? I'm going to piss off now. But thank you guys for staying with that. I do apologise. It screwed me over. But thank you guys for staying through that. That was really, really poor. That was really poor on my end. Just change the angle a bit. Here we go. Come on, boys. 3 minutes left of the game. Jack Harrison putting him under pressure. Walker-Peters holding the ball there for some reason. Holding it. But thingy, who are you guys? I think it's about that time to say who your man of the match is. I'm inclined to give it to Paddy because in the second half, he's looked fired up. He's looked energised. He's looked very, very hungry. He's looked very, very hungry indeed. Struijk has come on. He's impacted the game well. Raphinha in the second half has played a lot better than he did in the first half. A lot more energetic, a lot more at it, a lot more direct when he was running with the ball. But let's not throw it away now. Let's not throw it away now. God, that was close. That was close. Nathan Redmond cutting inside there, almost scoring. That was very, 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 very close. Scarily close, might I add. Very, very scarily close. Here we go. 2 minutes to hold off. 2 minutes to hold off. 88th minute. The time you see on your screen is correct. It's weird. It's an hour and 28. It just means 88. All right. I need to get that changed. I need to create a new overlay. You know, get a proper timer in, a proper all of that. And I will. You know, as the streams go on, as I get a bit more connections, a bit more this and that, it will happen. And as I get a bit more of you guys coming in, I'm loving to see you all, loving to see the regular faces, lovely to see the faces that aren't so regular. You know, shout out to Naywan Biswas, shout out to Dinosaurs, shout out to Tom White, a regular, been there from very, very early on. Shout out to Connor Elliott, first time tuning in for him. Shout out to Morgan Williams. He's here quite a bit. Then we got the names, so I don't. Shout out to Atomic Puppet and Logan. One a Man U fan, one a Leeds fan. But both, again, regulars. People that have been here from the thick and the thin. And shout out to you all. Shout out to Danang. Shout out to all of you that turned up. 2 minutes left in the game now. 90th minute on the clock. Can we hold off? Can we do the business here? Kyle Walker-Peters on the ball. Gives it out to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse on the ball now. They're not showing how much stoppage time. 6 minutes! 6 minutes of stoppage time. 6 minutes. That's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see at all. I want to see 6 seconds of stoppage time. 6 minutes. That is scary. That is risky. That is not what I want to see. Not what I want to see at all. It's risky. Risky business. Risky football. Risky season. 4 minutes to hold off here. Four and a half minutes at least. 5 minutes, sorry. Not 4. 5 minutes to hold off. 91st minute. Vestergaard now on the ball. Gives it forward to Armstrong. Armstrong looks around. Plays it inside to Danny Instagram. Danny Instagram plays it out. Ins now! Oh! Oh, flipping hell. Flipping hell, that was close. That was close. That was too close for comfort. That is too close for my liking. I am a Leeds fan and a regular viewer of your channel. Well, I appreciate that very much, Nayan Biswas. Very happy to have your support. And thank you very much for being a regular, being a fan. I appreciate the support a lot. I appreciate speaking to you lot. It's always nice to connect and talk with people and have a nice conversation because, hey, I don't know it all. You guys, you're a Leeds fan. You know more about certain aspects of Leeds than I do. And I'll know more about certain other aspects than you. We all know what we know. And through combining the collective knowledge of like-minded, forward-thinking young pioneers of the beautiful game, we can only get smarter, we can only get stronger. And we can only build together to a nice, strong family. How much extra time? 6 minutes extra time, Lucas. We have 4 minutes left of additional time. It's currently the 92nd minute on my stream. I like your attitude. Well, I like your attitude, Nayan. I like it a lot. You know, hopefully we can bring off good attitude and good energy from each other. It's all about putting good energy out into the world. If you put good energy out into the world, good energy will come your way. Lucas, mate, just 3.5 minutes left to hang on. Or maybe 3.5 minutes left to grab an equaliser if you're a Saints fan. As this is looking really risky business now. Teller, Kyle Walker-Peters getting on the ball. Ward-Prowse getting on the ball here. Just 3.5 minutes left of the game. 3.5 minutes. I'm absolutely shitting it right now. There are bricks coming out of my asshole. Lovely challenge by Cooper. And he's given a free kick for absolutely no reason of man. That's a crazy, crazy decision there. What are you guys thinking? Are you guys scared as I am right now? Because I'm absolutely bricking it. 3 minutes to go. We need to hold off and top half of the table is secure. We just need to keep that clean sheet, baby. We all know we like sleeping in clean sheets. We don't like messy sheets. We don't like none of that malarkey, none of that business. We like clean sheets. Yeah, that's what we like around here. Nice and silky clean. Smooth. Smooth as a baby's bottom. They have a free kick though. Not Kyle Walker-Peters, Ward-Prowse. Kyle Ward-Prowse whips it in. It's actually James Ward-Prowse, same name as me. No! Oh, they had a header there. Who was that? Who was that on the ball? It looked like Dale Stevens. And what a save by Kiko Casilla. And here we are, counter-attack season. Play it to Harrison. It's Robertsinho. It's Robertsinho. It's Robertsinho. That's poor. That's really poor. It's Robert still. It's Robertsinho! Vamos, Leeds, carajo! Top half of the table is secured. It's Tyler Robertsinho with the finish in the end. Thunderous strike. 2-0 Leeds. 3 points for Leeds. Top half of the table finish for Leeds United. Roberts, so pleased for your mate. Indeed, Tom White, we were speaking about him. We were speaking about him getting that goal. He needs to get that goal. Needs to work on that ruthless edge. And as you're right, he should have had it in about 4 times then. I don't know what was going on there. A lot of dilly-dallying about. a lot of deflections. He gets the ball here inside of the box. Takes on 2, loses the ball, Bamford rips a shot, and then there he is on the follow-up. Cool, calm, composed, places it in, and the assist. Dinosaurs, you're not going to be happy to hear this, mate, but the assist was Patrick Bamford. The assist was Patrick Bamford. Oh, mate, and you drew 1-1. You're not going to be a happy boy, mate. Your team dropping points and the guy you had on the bench getting a goal and an assist. First Premier League goal for Tyler Roberts. Oh, you love to see it. I'm so happy for the guy. I said 2-0 indeed, man. What did I tell you? The 2-0. I called it. What can I say? I'm an absolute maestro. Call me Mystic Mac, as you said. Oh, fuck off, Bamford couldn't do it last week. Useless prick. Your prediction is getting right. Indeed it is, man. Indeed it is. As Tom White said last week, you can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things. Ah, Mystic McGregor. Ah, here we go. Could it be 3? Patrick Bamford's in here. He squares it. RAPHINHA. Oh, it could have been 3. It could have been 3. Oh my days. Some random person is calling me right now. I can't pick up your call, mate. I'm in the middle of a stream. I'm in the middle of watching this beautiful game with these beautiful people. I cannot pick up your call, mate. Don't know who it is, but they've hung up instantly. Ah, wow. Wow. Man U Fulham 1-1 now. Yep, Dinosaur said, mate, he's absolutely livid with that one. What was the problem with you? What was the problem with you? It's full time 2-0 Leeds. No, for fuck's sake, I have RAPHINHA on my team. Oh, Dinosaurs, mate. It's all gone tits up for you there. It's all gone tits up. It's full-time Leeds United 2, Southampton 0. What did you guys think of that one? What did you think of the Man U game? Dinosaurs, what was the reason? How come you lost? Was it a Wan-Bissaka disaster class? I heard you say. What all went wrong for you lot there? It was all going so well, and then it all went wrong for Leeds. It was going wrong, but then, boy, what did I tell you? As the game goes on, we were growing in confidence, we were growing in spirit, and it was only a matter of time. 15 points on your bench. Oh, that is rough. That is rough. That is not as silky smooth as a baby's bottom. Bye-bye, good night from India. Thank you so much for coming along, Nyan. I hope to see you in future streams. Thank you so much for coming along. I hope you have a good sleep now. I hope you sleep well after that win. We were so shite, says Dinosaur. We're sellers. We're sellers. Not sure what sellers means. But yes, from the sounds of it, it hasn't been going too well for you lot, has it? It all started off, you lost Maguire. That Liverpool game was pretty poor. The Leicester game before that, I know you deployed a weakened side, but it just worked. Useless. Okay. Yeah, I know you deployed a weakened side in that Leicester game. But even then, your squad didn't look good enough. It's been a pretty poor few weeks for you. And it's bad momentum going into that Europa League final, isn't it? It is bad momentum. But nothing much you can do about it. You can just hope that your team brings it back before the final, of course. Comes back into a good vein of form. And hopefully, for your sake, you can beat Villarreal. All I do know that I can control is that Leeds can get the wins. Leeds are top half of the table. That's what I'm happy about. If we don't win the final, I'm jumping out a window. And I wouldn't blame you. How things would have gone tits up there. But at the end of the day, if you win the trophy, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, it's not good vein of form to be going into next year with. Very different to Leeds. Leeds are going into next season with a beautiful vein of form under our belts. Yeah, I remember 6-1. What 6-1? Oh. Well, if you're referencing the 6-2, then I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I don't know what you're talking about with the 6-2 there. Didn't see a 6-2. Didn't see it, mate. For some reason, I feel like Leeds only played 37 games this year, or 36 so far. Our first game against Man U, I just said we didn't play for some reason. We didn't play. Yeah, Connor. Yeah, you're damn right. We scored 2 goals. Thank you very much. It wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was quite excited to go to Old Trafford, and then the game just seemed to get cancelled for some reason. I don't know what it was. The game never played on for some reason. I mean, what a shame. I mean, I feel like we would have crushed them if we went to Old Trafford anyway. We did play them in Ellen Road, though. Absolutely. Absolutely. What happened when you came to Ellen Road? Dinosaurs, mate. Wasn't too good for you there. Wasn't too good for you there, mate. Bruno Fernandes in Calvin Phillips' back pocket is what happened there, mate. Is what happened there. But hey, now fair play to you. The likes and dislikes have it right. I don't know what the likes... I can't see the dislikes, actually. 4 likes. Someone's just unliked the stream. Would you take a look at what happened? You said the likes and dislikes had it right. And someone wasn't happy with that. And they disliked the stream. Well, what can you say? What can you say? I was happy with the 5 likes, But the 4 likes, it will have to be. And we got the 5th like back. The 5th like is back. Thank you guys. Ah, 6 likes now. Wow, thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. I really do appreciate it. And we got the 6-2. For fuck's sake, we got the 6-2. It's now 5. It's all over the gap. It's absolutely... It's all over the gap. It's doing the hokey pokey right now. It's up, it's down. It's all over the gap. Bruno, look, at the end of the day, yep, Phillips pocketed Bruno in the second game, and that did happen. The first game, we have to hold our hands up. We weren't good enough. We were sloppy on that day, and Man U were the deserved winners. Yeah, Connor, how are your UCL hopes? Do you think we can get it next year? I've already said I reckon we can get UCL within a couple of years with the right investment. But what are you thinking, Connor? Do you think we can do it? Do you think we can get the? Do you reckon we can get UCL? Oh, mate, it's gone to 5-3 now. 5-3. Cool. Load of hate coming my way now. But yeah, thank you. It's oh, I've still got the timer going for some reason. I'm off now. Well, thank you very much for coming along, Dinosaurs. It's been a pleasure to have you here. It's been a pleasure to speak to you, Connor, as well. It's been a pleasure to speak to you as well. The lights, the things have all gone tits up now. I can see the reception is falling. People want me to piss off now. They've had enough of me. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Whether I get 1 like, 2 likes, or 74 likes, it doesn't really matter. As long as there's at least one person that enjoys watching me. I'm here if anyone wants to have a last couple minute conversation, either about the Man U game, the Man City game that's going on now, or of course, the Leeds 2-0. But thank you everyone who did turn up. It does mean a lot. If you did enjoy the stream, and you thought the conversation was good, then a like would be appreciated. But if you didn't enjoy it, I want to earn your like. I don't want just a like for nothing. I want to earn it. And if you do enjoy it and you do want to stay up to date with more streams going on in the future, I don't just stream Leeds, I stream a lot of teams, then hey, subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any more uploads. And you may just like the content there. Give it a little look, and if you do, then like I say, like and subscribe. But if not, then don't. Then tell me what a twat I am. Tell me how I can improve, because that's the only way I get better. I don't get better from blowing smoke up my arse. What did you think of the Stuart Dallas goal against Man City? Well, I uploaded my, actually, there's a video of my live reaction to that goal, and that will give you a bit more detail. That's on my channel. What I thought was it was absolutely orgasmic. I think the first finish was simply sensational off the inside of the post. And then the second goal, wow, 92nd minute. I absolutely lost the plot. Me and my dad went absolutely ballistic in the living room. Let me tell you, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. It was really, really a joy to behold that goal. I mean, the finish as well. The ball through was quality, and then the finish through the legs, the composure. Oh, mate, absolutely cracking finish from a cracking young player. Absolutely quality stuff. Quality stuff indeed. Anything else? Anybody else have any words to say about that game that just happened? About the game that just happened or for Man U as well, the 1-1? Or potentially the City game that's going on right now? Or that game? I'll be here for any few last words. And then I may potentially be back in just a short moment for the Leicester-Chelsea game. I do need to record my reaction video to this and get that all sorted. And then potentially I'll be back for that game as well. Because I do love talking to you guys. I do love watching football with you. And tomorrow, I'll put a little vote out. So far, it's looking like I will be streaming the Crystal Palace-Arsenal game. I will be streaming that one. I will also have an eye on all the other games. There's a lot of games going on at the same time. We've got Everton Wolves starting at 6. And if I'm back early enough, I'll probably start the stream at 6 for the Everton Wolves game. And then we'll have all the games on the go and watch them. So if any of you do want to pop along and watch that, then I will have that going right now. But for now, we've still got 8 people in here, 7 people. So like I say, any last words? Anyone wants to fill me in what they thought of the game, what they thought of the upcoming games, and what game you think I should stream tomorrow? Like I said, I'll probably start with the Everton Wolves game. So if any of you can turn up tomorrow, then that would be appreciated. I love your faces. I love watching it with you guys. And yeah, it's been a good stream. It's been a thoroughly enjoyable game. It was a great game to watch. There was a bit of a technical difficulty going on, unfortunately, which we did solve out with my camera dying, which was quite annoying. But I will make sure for the next stream I have my charging bank fully juiced up, fully ready for all potential outcomes that could possibly happen. A fantastic win for Leeds United, a win that puts us into the top half of the table, guaranteed now. A fantastic goal by Tyler Roberts, his first of the Premier League campaign. A fantastic goal by Patrick Bamford, putting him up to 16 goals now for the season, closing in on that golden boot, closing in on becoming the top goal-scoring Englishman. But thank you guys ever so much for watching. It's been a beautiful game of football. It's been a beautiful day in general. I thank you guys all so much for turning up. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope to see your faces back soon. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.